Evening, everyone, on this rainy Monday evening. This April showers better bring some damn May flowers. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Allergies.
What'd you say? Allergies?
Allergies. Nobody got time for that. Trying to bring more pollen.
I'm just saying. Like I said, April showers bring May flowers, but I'm like, oh, come on now. All this rain is just getting to be too much. I'm sorry. All right, people, if you're just tuning in, which you should be just tuning in, I am your host. I have been your host for 4 seasons, Terrence Styles. And I'm in the studio with this Monday's guest co-host, none other than Sean Mack. Smack is back.
Thank you. The smack is back. I love that. The smack is back.
The smack is back.
We need a smack sound effect.
I don't know if I have one of those.
I'm afraid to ask.
I don't know. What?
Really? Was that a cash register?
Yes. How that?
I like that. You know why I like that. Yes.
The smack is back.
The smack is back. Yes.
Clean up that mess, please. On aisle 4. Aisle 4? We have glass on aisle 4.
Insurance. I can see it now.
Right. How have you been?
I have been blessed. I've been doing good. Can't complain. Can't
I know
complain
that's
at all.
right. I know that is correct.
How have you been? How have you been? I've been listening. So
How
haven't
have
seen you
I
in a minute.
been? How have I been? I've been good. Yeah, I've been good. I can't complain. I mean, if I could, nobody would sit down and listen. So, but yeah,
I mean, you got 3 hours. So I think people.
Well,
are
I don't know.
forced to listen.
I think they would turn me off once they be like, okay, Terrence is just rabbit on. He's on his soapbox. Like no, can't
Hey,
do
you
it.
have to use this avenue.
I know, but I don't want to bore people with my, with a whole bunch of gibberish.
You have a point.
You know what I mean?
I feel weird, so I'm still getting used to this sitting on the side.
I know, beside me instead of in front of me.
Exactly.
So tonight, we're wrapping up Model Appreciation Month. It went by so fast. My Lord. Oh my jeez.
I have to clap for all the models out there. All the wonderful models.
So yes, thank you so much for the models that have been on thus far. But tonight wraps up the Model Appreciation Month. Chronicle for tonight is entitled In Her Heels. We're going to have 2 guest female models in the studio around the 8 o'clock hour. So get their perspective on the whole modeling agency. Well, yeah, modeling agencies, the industry, how they got into modeling, all that good stuff. So we're going to talk to 2 young ladies around the 8 o'clock hour, right shortly after the fashion bomb with Latif Lashley. And I'm interested to see what's the fashion bomb for this Monday.
Yes, because since I'm back, last time it was pleats. And,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeans. And
that was the last time you was here with
Kyle.
With Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh yes, God.
I always get the funny. Like I'll be interested to see what Latif has.
I know, right? Yeah, that was funny with Kyle when he was talking about I do all those things. I was like, oh, sorry.
It was priceless. Like your face was priceless.
I was just like, sorry. But it's a no.
I can't do
You know, he had a tight face, but you be talking, but not your list on those like, oh, I can't do that. No. But yeah, so that's our Chronicle for tonight. In Her Heels, and we're wrapping up Model Appreciation Month. So it's the last Monday of the month.
Ooh, this month pretty much went past pretty quick.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Here.
And then next month for the Style Chronicles is a short month because we only have 3 Chronicles next month because of the holiday. So that's a short month. And then when we come back, there's only 1 month left to the season.
Can you believe it?
When we come back from Memorial Day.
You've survived.
Yeah, I'm
You've
surviving.
survived.
Yeah. So, all right. So, you know what time it is. All right.
Can I tell you what that sounds like?
What?
You know, Scary Movie.
Yeah. Oh. This is simple.
But knock yourself out.
So, how was your weekend?
Wow, my weekend, I didn't do absolutely nothing other than I went to play one of our good friends, Crystal Francis. She was in a play. And
you know what? I did see a post about that, but I didn't. I wasn't able to attend, but I did see a post about that.
It was good. It was actually.
Where was it?
It was at a facility over there, over east.
Oh, it was here in Baltimore?
Yeah, it was here in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
I've rolled past the facility, but never really paid attention to it.
Okay.
But it's a community center.
Oh, okay, cool.
People with the there you go.
Okay.
So throw that word in front of it and you got it. There you go. But
okay.
really good, like nice facility, nice
Off of
place.
PH?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You know, I'm always afraid to go over there. So.
Yeah, but that area is fine.
I noticed that because you see a difference as you start to
once
drive.
you cross Northern Parkway to go on the other side of PH, then yeah, you see a total difference.
Yeah, you can tell my Upper Marlboro side came out. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, never been over here before.
So it was good.
Yes. Let's just leave it at that.
Was she good?
Awesome. I loved her. I loved her.
That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
but I like the message. I think the message was good, but it was
So it was like a gospel type play, or was it like a spiritual play?
Very Tyler.
Without the music, people were singing.
When she bust out singing, I was like,
Crystal sang?
No.
I was gonna say I didn't know she sang.
It was everything was lining up just like Tyler, and then I was like, okay, only thing we're missing is just that one person is just about to. And sure enough, she started singing to her man, and I was like, yeah, this person got inspired. Good message, but typical.
So when was that? Saturday?
This was Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah, this is Sunday. Saturday I didn't do anything. Friday didn't do anything. I actually just took this week just to relax. Like, sometimes you just need that.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, I got a busy week next week. So with my job, so kind of just taking that time just to chill.
I got you.
So,
okay, cool.
That's about it. What about you?
My weekend was semi-busy. Friday after I got off of work, it was raining. It started to rain, so I pretty much I went to bed early. I took a nap and ended up going to bed early, really, to be honest with you, once I got home. And it was like how it is right now, and I just my body was just like, it's done.
Yeah,
and so I chilled on Friday. I was gonna go out, but I ended up not going. And then Saturday, got up, went to Zumba. It was my last Zumba class because my instructor. A lot of people haven't been consistent with the classes in Zumba on Saturdays. So she comes from a distance.
Okay.
So she made the Saturday's class the last class. So now I gotta find another Zumba class or something to do.
How long is the sessions for?
She started in January, but
you're talking
about an hour. They're an hour.
If I would have known, I would have definitely came.
Yeah, they were an hour. So she said, if she can get more people to participate, and because I was there, like if I wasn't out of town, I was there.
Okay.
So now I gotta find something to do on Saturdays, like Zumba or something along those lines. Like I liked it. I liked Zumba, so I gotta find.
Yeah, because I think the whole dancing and things like that.
Yeah, I liked it, and it was a good workout. Like she really worked us out, especially this last time. Oh my gosh, we did this new thing that I've never done before, where you lay down on your back. And a person is over top of you, like standing over top of you, you hold their ankles, and then you lift your legs up, and they push them down, and they push them any direction. You gotta lift your legs back up. Like they don't tell you where they're gonna push your legs. So you gotta push the legs down, then bring them back up to you, and they just go any direction with your legs, and it tightens up your abdominal muscle. Oh my! Wow. I've never done that before, so I was like, oh my god. Like I was just going in.
Please don't be in the house trying these things at home.
Well, she said you can do them by yourself, but it's better to have a partner because it's better. It's more efficient.
Okay.
With a partner.
Just in case if you break something or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So then after Zumba, I went. Where did I go? I ran some errands and then got home, took a shower, and then I was gonna go to Philly for Penn Relay, but I ended up having to film for the reality show that I'm on, and so I was in DC filming for that, and which had a good time with my castmates. It wasn't all my castmates; it was like 4 of us out of the 7. So we had a good time. Went out for sushi and cocktails. Then we went somewhere else for sushi and cocktails, and then. I was fine. It's this park right behind the particular stadium off of Anacostia, the freeway. Okay. And it's a park over there, really really nice by the Anacostia water. Okay.
Waterfront.
Yeah, thank you. Which is really, I said, oh my God, I didn't even know all this was back here.
You know what? Since they've actually done a lot of like remodeling down there, it is nice. It's very surprising. Like it's one of those things where when you drive past, you just go there and just be like, wow. Like I didn't even know all this was right there. Yeah. Now, don't go there a couple of years ago. Then it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. So we filmed there, had good conversation with with each other's castmates. I cleared the air with one of my castmates because I didn't. You know me, I'm the type of person who I said some things without the person being present, but we were talking. Mm-hmm. I was talking with other castmates, but this particular castmate wasn't in the room, and I'd rather that person get it from me versus watching the show and then was like, well, damn, you ain't even tell me why you ain't express it to me or whatever.
No, wait, was this the little build-up? Because I rarely get on that on the book, but was this little build-up or this controversy that I kept seeing? Like, they kept building up, like, oh, but this cast member said something about this person or something like that?
Something like that.
Okay.
Something to that effect, yeah. But it was something that happened. We had a brunch, without giving too much away.
Is that the new thing now?
Brunch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
brunch is the new thing?
Brunch isn't necessarily a new thing, it's just a lot of people are doing it.
Okay. Because brunch like everybody.
Brunch is everything.
I'm going to brunch.
Brunch is everything. So this was a while ago when we had taped, and I was like, I need to clear the air with this. So I went to one of our castmates that was there, and clear the air on some things versus them finding out once they see it and once it comes out. Like, well, all this time I've been around Terrence, and Terrence never said anything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was just like, look, this is what it is. That's just the type of dude I am. I rather you hear from the horse's mouth, no pun intended, but the horse's mouth versus hearing it from he say, she say stuff, and then they put their own little twist in it and try to stir some stuff up. Like, no, I'm not that dude. Like, if you want to know, you come to me or whatever.
That's the best way to be. That's honestly the best way to be.
So that, and then along with some other things, which was really, really good filming, and then we just had a good time after the fact. I really dig my castmates. Majority of them out of the 6, 7 of us. Of course, I can't count myself. But out of 6, about 5, I'm cool. I'm like, all right. The one of them is just like I'm trying to. It's always that one that you. It's like, for instance, like when people watch Atlanta, and then people try to like Nene, but then she do something to make them not like them. Yeah. So I'm like that with one of my castmates. It's like I want to like you, but you just do some dumb stuff. That made me not like you.
It's always one. I think it's
what I mean? It's like once I get to the point, I'm like, oh yeah, and then you do something. I'm like. Really? Seriously?
You lost that extra point.
Right, like seriously, come on. Really? So that's where I'm at with one of my castmates. He's cool, but it's just like, ugh, you get on my nerves.
Now, do y'all talk outside of actually filming?
Well, yeah, not all of my castmates I do that with. Okay. Maybe one in particular, yes. Okay. But other ones, not so much, but every once in a blue moon, but one, not on a regular basis, but at least maybe once or twice a week I will.
Okay.
Or whatever. So that's pretty much what I did Saturday. Then I came back to Baltimore and then met up with Calvin, my buddy Calvin. Met up with him and we hung out for a minute, and then went home. And then Sunday went to brunch with Calvin. Calvin and I pretty much spent the whole day together. Okay. Went to brunch back to DC. Went to brunch. We went to a certain establishment on K Street. Okay. 5th and K, 6th and K, 5th and K. One of them. One of the places I really really like.
You was on K.
So yeah, it was. So we had brunch and then we went to a fashion show.
Yes, I seen the picture.
Yeah, I went to support. Thank you. I went to support Samantha, who was on Samantha Libby, who was on the show on 2 weeks ago.
Loved her.
2 weeks ago.
Had me laughing. Wait. She wasn't the one that you can find me on Facebook, but
no, that's Miss Jessie, honey. Miss Jessie was giving me. Ooh, she was giving me fever. I said, Miss Jessie.
First of all, with Sherella, I know she ran.
Yeah, she went out the door. I'm telling you, Sherella went out the door, running around the studio. It was crazy.
How do you ask somebody, okay, how do you find you on Facebook? How do you find me? Well, my Facebook, you can find me on Facebook. But if it's working,
right. Like, Miss Jessie was giving shade, but I loved it. It was good shade. No, but Samantha was the one who, that I known that I've known the longest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Samantha was the one I've known the longest. She was hosting the fashion show. So I went to support her and Cannon, because Cannon was on the show too.
Yeah.
So I went to support them too.
Okay. How was the show?
The show was cool. It was at a particular spot that you've been to in DC, right on 15th Street. And I felt like, you know, the guy, it was a guy who produced it. Like a straight dude.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
For his first time, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was packed house. I think some of the designers were a little sketchy.
Okay.
For the show.
The show. Okay.
Yeah, I think the ambiance could have been a little bit better. I didn't like the arrangement of how he had it set up.
Okay.
It should have been a runway.
Was it on the floor?
Yeah, it was on the floor.
Okay. You know, always like it seemed like when people first start, it's
yeah.
I
mean, but
I'm not gonna say you take the small way out, but it's kind of like you start off small and then build.
Right. Well, that's how I did with my first, because I was gonna do when I did my very first show, Closed Minded. What? Oh my God, 7 years ago.
Don't do that.
Yikes! 7 years ago. I was gonna do a runway, but then somebody talked me out of it, and I was like, "Are you sure? Like, I think it should be a runway." It was like, "No, I don't do a runway," and I think it kind of worked out, but I think the way that it was set up, it just wasn't good to be on the floor, because they had pillars in the middle of the floor and stuff. So it would have been great if it was leveled up.
Like leveled up, yeah.
Right. So I mean, they weren't like round pillars; they were like block pillars.
Oh wow!
Like a huge block pillars. It wasn't like just round little pillars coming down. They were huge. So they should have had and it should have been the other way around. The way they had it set up should have been the opposite. But anywho, but it wasn't bad. It was for that to be his first time. It's called District of Curves.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I like that.
District of Curves, and it was pretty good. It was pretty easy. It wasn't bad. Some of the models were
He tapped into his feminine side.
Right. Some of the models were horrible though. It was what this one lady who walked like Sophia in The Color Purple, when she went to go to Whoopi Goldberg and said, you know, went through the field. And you know how she walked? She said, "You told Harpo to beat me." You know, when she was, it was a
Harpo to walk like me.
Right. It was a woman there who walked just like
Shut
that.
up.
She had this wig on it went all the way down her butt. It was a nappy wig. She was a hot ASS mess. And every time she came out, I said, "Here goes Sophia." I mean, that's every time.
She was representing for some part
I don't know
of DC.
Who.
For some
and
part
then there was
of
this
DC.
one chick who came down. Every time she came out, I was like, I love her. She hair was straight, just a straight back. It was straight and down. She had a part in the middle. And every time she came out, I was like, I love her. And her posing and just her poise. And I said, I love her. I need her in my life. Don't know her name, but I need her in my life. She was good.
Now, when you ever go to these shows, because I know sometimes it's like, I haven't been to a fashion show in a minute, but, well, no, actually I have. I did go to one probably like about 2 weeks ago. Somebody did.
Tavon?
Yeah, Tavon show. Nice show, real good show. A little dark, but good show. Have you ever sit there and sometimes you're like, dang, if I can only do this one more time, I just want to do it one more time. And then when you leave there, it's just like, whoosh. Glad I'm not doing that.
No, I don't. I used to.
Okay.
When I was actively in it.
Okay.
I would get inspiration. But now, because I don't go to that many fashion shows,
yeah, me.
I've separated myself from it, and I only go to certain ones that I feel like would give me something.
Okay.
Like I felt this show did give me something. The reason why I went to this show because I like to support my women of size.
Right. It makes sense.
That's why I went.
Okay.
And then I went to a fashion show a couple of weeks ago, the same day as Tavon's. A guy who, Jonathan Rashawn, who designs for me sometimes.
I heard about that. I didn't know that the show was the same day, though.
Yeah, it's the same
I
day.
actually was interested in going to that
Yeah,
one, too.
so I went to his because I'm a client of his. So
Okay.
I only go to fashion shows if it's somebody that really wants me to come to support.
Okay.
Or I have some kind of ties, some kind of way that I feel like is relevant for me to go.
Okay.
So I went to his, and I was on a roll, too. Because I went to his, I went to somebody else, and then went to Danielle's. And they were all straight runway shows, and they were all just no intermission, straight through. They were about no more than an hour, and I was done. I was like, yes, I'm on the road. I'm loving this. And then when I went to this fashion show yesterday, it had an intermission. The show started. They did the grace period of 15 minutes, so it started at 6:15.
All right.
And then, but they had so many freaking designers. They had an intermission that was like 20 minutes, and then the show didn't end until 9:15.
What time it start?
6:15.
Woo. Okay.
So, child, you know, I was ready to go. And I always told myself if I was to do fashion shows again, that I would do just straight through, no intermissions. I would probably do no more than 6 designers and be done.
Yeah, I like that little small like.
I think to be honest with you, I think people need to people who are producing shows or designers that want to do shows. I think they should switch it up, and especially if you are a designer, then it's just your collection.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be no more than 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But if you're a producer that's producing a fashion show and doing multiple designers, I don't think you should do no more than 6, 8 at the most.
Right.
And then do straight through, like nonstop.
And then even if you do, I feel like even if you do 6, break it up. Do it almost like an album. Okay, I'm gonna give you volume 1 in the spring, and I'm gonna give you volume 2,
And
in the fall.
Right.
But it's still the same, kind of flow. But to make it short,
Right.
to make it just like an hour, because I actually do like that, because if you catch people just in that 1 hour, honestly, you probably still got people.
You can, because people gonna want more. They're gonna want more.
Exactly.
They're like, it's it. Versus doing 2, 3 hours, it's like, is it over yet?
And that's what's funny. Now that you say that, that's how I felt about like the play. Because when I thought it was done after she sung, I was like, okay, yeah. And then it came out, oh, we taking an intermission. Wait, there's more. And then when it came back, it was like, you could have left that whole 30 other minutes. You could have just left it out. It was no point. It was just like, it was done. And even people in the audience felt like that. Because it was already an hour going on, maybe like an hour and 30. You just left us there and did the whole thing and just killed it right then and there.
Yeah.
But
that's how I feel that fashion shows should be now. Like this long, drawn out fashion shows, I think they're irrelevant. It's really no purpose for them now. Just do no more. If you're a producer, do no more than 8. 6, I would prefer. No more than 8. But if you're a designer, you should only have a 30-minute show, be done, and move. And
then that makes things easier, especially when it comes to practices and stuff, because you don't necessarily have to have practices for 6 and 7 months worth. And I'm like, good Lord, like y'all are practicing, and then you're still messing up. So it's just like, but I agree with that. I like it. Short,
sweet, and to the point. And leave people wondering, right. Like they almost about to fall off the cliff because they were like, oh, I thought it was going to get more. And just come out and start throwing out tickets. Right. This for fall. This for the fall show. This for the fall show. Exactly. So that was my weekend. Yeah, pretty much. I got a busy weekend coming because we got filming to do this weekend. So shout out to my city boys.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right, guys. When we come back, we have the Style Report for you. So keep it like more Style Chronicles with my Monday guest tonight. To smack is smack.
Where's the glass? Thank you. I like it. Yes, I like it.
More Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere. They say April showers bring me flowers.
I'm waiting for them. Just no more snow.
Right? Yeah, please, no more snow. So yes, we were doing, as I was saying earlier, a whole month of April is Model Appreciation Month. So 2 weeks ago we had the curvy ladies on. I like to say women of size. Some people say full figure, plus size, what have you. And then last week we had male models on. And so this week I wanted to dedicate to, I don't even know what is the category that they put y'all ladies in? Because you got the plus size, you got male models. What do they say for y'all?
I'm considered petite personally.
Petite. Okay, petite. All right, I'll leave it at that.
Yes, I like that even better.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's good, Sean.
Thank you.
Phenomenal woman.
I can't take it. I can't.
Right, but that's a good for this
definition. Yeah,
yes,
I like that.
Right, because you have your curvy girls plus size. Then you have your guys, so male models. So I was like, well, so what do they say for the ladies that are not full figured but they model? So but I like that petite, but I like phenomenal woman even better. So that's great. I like that.
I like that too.
So. We pretty much just gonna have you guys introduce yourselves and pretty much explain how you guys got into modeling and what makes it, what makes you still want to be a part of the industry and things of that sort. So I'm gonna start with you, Monica.
Okay.
Kind of just tell us and the listening audience who you are and how you got to be the model that you are now.
Thank you. I still pinch myself because I'm just about 3 years into modeling. So I'm kind of a late bloomer. I'm 36 years old.
Okay.
So a lot of people start in their teens, maybe.
Right.
So I started at 35 years old, 34.
Okay.
So I am Monica Haynes. I live in the Severn, Maryland area.
Okay.
And I am married with 2 little ones. I have a 4 and 6 year old.
Wow.
So I'm a little different. I'm in the fashion scene, but I am more of a mature model.
Right.
So I don't do a lot of the editorial. I may book a few of those jobs, but I'm more of a commercial print model. And
I've seen the pictures. Yes, you are very much. And it's good that you know what category you're in. Because I feel as though a lot of models, especially in this area, they just all over the place. Like, baby, pick where you belong. Like, figure out.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I try to stay in my lane because of my age. I can't really hang with the young girls.
Right.
With, and a lot of times editorial and high fashion requires a certain look.
Right.
And size.
Right.
And I'm more of a larger model, if you will, because I am not fitting into some of the couture gowns.
Right.
So I do a lot of print modeling, a lot of commercials, a lot of stock photography.
Okay.
So I'm a little different.
Yeah, that's good though.
Stock photography.
Yes.
Right.
I
She
like
did,
that.
right?
Even with the shoulders, she
Like
did
she said, I'm
stock photography.
Like, it was just a little bit. It was very subtle.
I'm sorry.
No, it was no. And don't be sorry. It was
loved
cute
it.
though.
Yeah.
I did notice that. I wasn't gonna say it.
No, I saw it. I
And
saw
she had a
it.
little
Straight
just a
up
little,
glasses.
just a little.
I didn't know if you knew that.
Right. Just a little bit. It wasn't. It was real subtle.
That's on the resume.
Because you're a mature model. So
Yeah.
it's real subtle.
Right.
If you weren't, you
I'm
would have
really
been all
not
over the
mature,
like.
but I'm gonna act like I am.
Right. But that's good that you. First of all, I commend you for being a mom and a wife, especially a mom of little ones, and then a wife, and then doing this, and I'm sure you probably have a day job and other things that so a lot of responsibilities. So to do that too, how do you balance that? Because that's quite a bit.
Well, I'll throw this in there. My daughters, who brought me into the modeling world, she's a model. She's a kid model.
Okay.
She's 6 years old, but I was able to be introduced because of her. A particular ad needed a mommy for the ad, and they said, hey, why don't you come and let's get in the frame with you and see how this looks. And I was booked for the job, and I said, wow, this is really fun. I'm able to model with her, take her to castings that are for me and her. So it really was like knocking two birds with one stone. So, but it is hard. It is hard. I did have a full-time job that I quit in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started my own. Thank you.
Yes. Wait a minute. Yes. Applause. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I started my own health and wellness company. So I'm able to go to more bookings. Like today, I was able to go to a 2:00 booking. Casting. And I usually am not able to go to these things because of my full-time job. I can only do weekend things and maybe take off here and there. But I'm really excited to be more full-time with the modeling.
Yeah, that's good.
It's hard. It's hard, but I love it.
Now, do you find it more like a lot easier to kind of train your daughter now that she's actually doing this with you? Because normally when you have kids and you're not really in the actual industry itself, you're relying on somebody else to kind of show them the way. But is it kind of like a easier path now?
She sees me do it, and I think she's more of a natural because it's just like something that we do. We just and she calls herself a what is it called? A sampler. So she's 6 years old. She is the girl that samples the outfit, samples the product so that other moms and dads can see how it will be for their children when they buy the product. So somebody needs to wear the dress, needs to play with the toys so that other parents can learn how to, she doesn't know that she doesn't really call herself a model, she's a sampler.
But I think that's adorable though.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's because I feel like she knows that this is the route that I'm going to go. Eventually, this is, if I stick in it, then I will be a model. But right now, I'm just a sampler. I like that.
That's what
I think that's cute.
Yeah, and I think it's good that you started at a younger age, because then as you're getting older, you're starting to appreciate it more. Where I think a lot of people that jump into it when they're teens, they're more so just like, oh, this is just what I'm doing. So it's kind of like it's hard to kind of bring them down and kind of change an attitude to where it's more, you're appreciating it more rather than it's just, okay, I already know what I'm doing. You can't tell me different or anything like that. So it's good that, she started at a younger age and she understands that what she's doing is actually, bringing and drawing more people in. Right. So that's a good age to start.
Yeah,
and she might not last. I mean, right now I ask her, do you want to go to this casting? Do you want to go to this job? And sometimes she'll say no. I want to go to kindergarten and play with my friends. Or then sometimes she'll say, yeah, I would love to do that shoot. So I try to make sure she wants to do it. And not be one of those mamas.
So Desiree, I've actually known you quite some time, Desiree.
Yes, from when I first started.
Yes, and I've been seeing the pictures, and you have been evolving. And
all right now.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, very, very good. So
thank you.
Let our listening audience know, more about you, how you got into the modeling industry, and Go from there.
One of my very, very best friends, who's not my trainer,
Oh, okay.
actually, kind of pushed me into it. He just saw something in me that I didn't see myself, and he went ahead, booked me a shoot, and I was nervous and scared, and I got there, and naturally I killed it, not to like be
Right.
that person, but I did.
That's right.
It's on your
And
resume.
from
Right.
there, it was,
Right.
you know, smooth sailing. I was just, you know, out trying to get shows and doing photo shoots and building myself, training myself, just looking up stuff and learning about the craft, and I love it.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
so-
where do you feel you fit as far in the industry? You feel like you're more of a runway model? You feel like you're more print, commercial, editorial? Like, where do you
I'm
fit?
definitely print all day.
Okay.
Honestly, I just love it. Like for me, it's art. I'm a very artistic person in general. But to be able to create art like with your body and your face, and you know, to get dressed up and do the makeup and become whomever and whatever you want to be, and to, you know, capture that moment is awesome for me. So print all day.
Seeing that you said that, have you ever had a time, and I guess I can ask both of y'all, because both of you do print work, have you ever had a moment where you just like, oh, I hate myself today, like I just don't feel good, I don't look good, but then you just flip, oh, that's me, I look good. Is it, do you ever have moments like that where you have to reassure yourself? Because like, I mean, I think all of us have moments,
Yeah.
but it's always curious to see like, you know, two gorgeous women like yourself.
Mhm.
And then it's like, do y'all have days where it's just like, I just
Absolutely.
don't
Yes.
look good?
Absolutely.
Especially when you have that one moment, it's just your face, your skin is just
Yes.
not right. And you're called for this job that's going to be a beauty shot up close.
Oh,
And
Lord.
you don't know where that one
Yeah.
bump came from, and you're
Right.
sitting right on
When you
your
woke up,
face.
you're like, how the hell?
Right.
Right.
I know I didn't sleep on that side.
Right.
So yes.
Gotcha.
But you,
Okay.
you get over it. You're a professional, so you kind of work through it. And makeup is great,
Right.
but you want to be as natural and clean face as possible. But it's nice that the makeup artist can help.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. And then we're surrounded by so many beautiful people all the time that you never know what someone's looking for, or, you know, what look they're going for. If you need to look more ethnic, if you know, need to tone up for this. So being around so many beautiful people, you just have to always reassure yourself that you are just as pretty as everyone else in the room, which can be difficult.
Do you find yourself competing a whole lot with other female models?
No.
No, really?
That's interesting.
And I'm kind of glad to hear that from you ladies, because when I had the curvy girls on, I asked them the same question, they said no. And I asked the guys the same question, I said no. I figured, and I shouldn't assume, but I just figured in your ladies' industry, I figured it would be more competitive, because I feel like people feel like it's not enough, you know,
Right.
room or what have you for, you know, for that particular part of the industry. That's
Yeah,
what
I was with you.
Yeah.
I always thought that, you know, it was that whole.
Because the guys feel like, you know, not saying that guys aren't catty, but it just seems like the male models are more like, you know, supportive of the other male models, and the curvy girls, it don't seem like they're catty, because they're starting to blossom and be in a category all of their
They
own.
are.
Yeah.
Versus
Right.
back in the day when it would be the more petite models and phenomenal women, as Sean said, and then they would have a section for the curvy girls. They would have like this one designer for the curvy girls, versus some of them didn't have them at all. Now they have their own shows. I just went to one yesterday. Now they have their own. It's like a spinoff from a sitcom.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they were part of the sitcom, then they spent off, and now they got their own show.
But I think the
You know
reason
what I
why
mean?
people started doing that is because I think a lot of times that was like the one hot segment that everybody
was
would
off.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
either them or the men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even after that, after a while, it's like, okay.
Right,
How many
right.
times
After
did you
the
walk
men,
out
right.
here buff
Right.
with nothing on?
With nothing on but some underwear.
Exactly.
Swimwear. Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's like, all right, sir, can you put on a suit?
Right.
And then when they put on a suit, like for me, I'd rather see my male models in suits.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how much muscle is there? Like, okay, we get it. They got muscles. They built.
Yeah,
Okay,
it has
I
to be
got it.
diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you put them in some clothes, please? And
Like,
then
what
when
do
I
you
see the
average?
suit-
That's how I
Right.
feel going to a show. Because I know for like females, when you go to a show, you can easily say, oh, them heels are high.
Right.
Oh, I like
A
that
lot
jersey.
to
Even
choose
if you
from.
don't like the actual outfit,
Or
oh,
the
I love her
inputs, or the
hair,
way it was
her
put
makeup.
together.
Exactly.
Yeah, the styling
For
of
guys,
it.
it's like, okay, I love them draws. It just don't come across right.
Not I love them draws.
Like, you just can't, like, yeah.
They would go well with my t-shirts.
Can't wait to show somebody.
Yes!
Them
Cool.
draws. Like, yeah.
Y'all are silly.
I'm gonna answer the door in them drawers. Yes!
That's genuine new hit in them drawers.
In them drawers.
Yeah.
Not in them jeans, in them drawers.
In them drawers.
I can't.
Welcome to the Style Chronicles.
I can't. I'm not
And you
gonna
heard
be
it
able to
here
do it.
first, people.
Right, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do it with you. I can't do it. Not in them drawers. Oh my gosh.
But I mean, I do agree with that. Even down to like, you know, you guys when it comes to packing luggage. Male models, literally, you're packing just one bag. How much stuff do you guys have to bring to shows?
That's a good question.
It's at least 3 because you have your makeup bag.
3
just in
bags?
case. Right, you have your makeup bag, then you
I
have
have a
your shoe
suitcase.
bag.
Right, they
and
have to have a
then,
shoe bag.
You know, you have your model bag, which is, you know, your different undies and, you know,
Your basics
garments,
and-
right, your basics, exactly.
And sometimes you have to bring your own jewelry or,
Right.
you know, different
that's
garments.
true.
Wow.
So it's
that's
a
lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Wow.
We have a hard time leaving fashion shows or events because our big old bag is so unimpressive.
And then if you take everything, you gotta make sure everything is accounted for.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm sure that's the biggest thing when you have all this stuff. Oh my God, do I have my red shoes, my blue shoes, my gold shoes, my silver
Right.
shoes, my clear shoes, my makeup? Do I
Right,
have
my
my
bracelet's over there, and
Right.
this girl held this shirt.
Right.
It's too much.
Have you guys lost precious things that at fashion shows or shoots and stuff that you're just like, oh my God, I can't
You
believe
know,
I left.
I barely even take a purse at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I've been
Right.
doing this.
Smart.
Right,
That's
I've been
smart.
doing
Right,
this for
definitely,
7
yeah,
years now.
definitely,
Like,
right.
I don't even take a purse. I take, my car key, my phone, and my wallet, and I keep that, tucked away. And then everything else is pretty much disposable. Like, I don't take all the,
Yeah.
more expensive shoes and all that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Cool.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. Because I notice a lot of people. I know a lot of females do that. Oh,
They take their hottest shoes?
Yes, like I got to
That's
get these
smart.
shoes.
Yes.
That's smart to just take the same shoes that you model in. Like I already know
Yeah.
that these are my model shoes, and I'm not taking my Louis,
Yeah.
my
Oh, the
Gucci's,
Louis
my
ain't coming out.
Gucci's,
Yes. Gucci.
my Susan Lucci's.
Yeah, leave those home.
Leave those with all my children.
Yes.
Leave them with the
Because
nanny.
if somebody steals them, you're gonna be in general.
Right, exactly.
We can go all night.
Running what happened to your days of your lives. Yes. Anywho, cutting up. Oh my
You're
goodness.
just bold and beautiful.
Right. Boy, I'm young and restless. Don't do that. What have been some of the pros and cons with you ladies being in the industry? Like, what are some of the things that really stood out? Like, oh my gosh, I could do this forever. But some things that were cons, just like, I don't want this to ever happen ever again. What are some of the things that really stood out for you that was pros and cons?
Oh, one of my first big runway shows, it was maybe about 20 girls, and we were all in line. And one of the producers of the show, it was like a quiet zone, or we couldn't talk or something. And the girl in front of me, the model, had kind of a wardrobe malfunction. Her bra was doing something. I was trying to help her, and I was fixing it, and I had to talk to her a little bit. But the producer came over and said, "Shh," and then threw me out because I violated the rule. And I said, "Is it that serious? I'm trying to help you out with this model, having a problem with her dress." And so he kicked me out.
Now wait, was this during the act, like the show?
It was right before the show.
Oh wow.
And I was in a designer gown, getting ready to go out and walk the runway, and he said out. And so have never worked with him again.
Wow.
That was my only time. That was about 2 years ago, one of my first shows.
In this area?
No.
Now be honest.
okay, no.
Was you calm? Was you calm? Or
I
did
did.
you go off?
No, I'm calm. I'm calm.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
calm.
Okay.
I actually snuck back into the show.
That's how you do
She
it.
did this. She broke the glass.
Literally.
Put me out.
I had another outfit to wear, and I said, I'm wearing that. I'm getting my pictures on the runway.
I know that's
And
right.
it was not paid at that time, so I said, I'm
Right.
getting my pictures.
Right.
So
I
I
know
came
that's
back
right.
in.
I
Yeah,
know
Wow.
we won't name names.
Right. Yeah. Tell us off air. How about you, Desiree?
Just being as though I'm smaller, like I said, I'm petite, I'm only 5'4". So my worst experiences are always trying to find an outfit that will fit me.
Okay.
Because I'm fairly more classic, I guess, just with my look and the direction that I go in. So I'm not really trying to do all the glamour stuff and, walk the runway naked. So trying to find, the gowns that are not far too long or, the skirt that fits just right is always a challenge that I have.
Gotcha.
Now, seeing that you're a shorter model, have you ever had a time where like you needed to bring like higher heels or something like
Always.
that? Okay.
Yeah, always bring, you know, my 5, 6, 7-inch
Okay.
heels.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have to on concert.
I know.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
just saying.
I get it.
Standing next to these girls that are 6'2",
Right. You gotta be able to pump
Yeah.
right along with them.
the hair's always, you know, pulled up. They gotta look
Right.
long.
Look long, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But you gotta do what you gotta do in this industry, you know.
Gotcha.
So for a person that is, you know, a shorter model that's not pretty much up there with that your average actual female model size
Right.
or height, excuse me. What type of advice could you give a person that's trying to get into that, but that is having problems with, you know, running to designers that look, I want, you know, taller models, or what type of advice could you give them in order to keep going within this industry? Because that is one thing that can, you know, really
Well,
stop
we
them.
are evolving, and
Okay.
there are tons and tons and tons of online websites where designers are selling clothing now,
Right.
where we do kind of have a new lane
Okay.
that has opened up for us as petite models with the online boutiques and such. But just in general, when we're doing our photo shoots, we just have to always look long.
Right.
Like if you look through my photos in my portfolio, I look long. You
Yeah,
can't tell
yeah.
you
I
can't tell
didn't
how
even
tall
know
I
you
am.
were 5'4".
Yeah.
Right.
I had no
I would
idea.
have never, even today I would never
Oh,
notice.
right. I didn't know
Yeah,
when you
right.
came through the door. I didn't even know you, and I've known you for quite some time.
The
Right.
platform is
But I
there.
didn't even know you were. I've known you for quite some time. I did not know you were 5'4". I thought you was
Yeah.
about 5'8". I did not know
No,
you
it's-
were 5'4".
But it's all in the presentation, you know.
Yeah,
the hair's
because you
a little
always
longer,
look
I have
long to
neck,
me.
you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Even in your pictures that I've seen,
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't. Yeah.
Because
you
that's
fooled
the
heck
key.
out of
You
me.
have to keep the toe pointed, and you always stretch your body out.
Mhm.
Like I could be laying down, I could be in a box. I'm going to stretch out, and I'm going to look long.
Mhm.
Like you have to use your space and elongate your body.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all an
Once you
illusion.
learn
All
that,
it
That's
is.
petite model 101.
Right, I love it.
Right?
I'm about to go home and practice.
Right. Let me fake practice me alone.
Get it.
Point my toe.
Point the toe, point the
Point my toe.
Not crack your toe, point your toe.
Oh, no.
What, crack, point, whatever. Whatever will get me long. I don't care.
You say crack.
Crack is cheap and whack.
It is bad.
It is.
Oh my God.
Hey, if it gets you long, I ain't like it.
You know what? Don't do that.
I'm not advertising
Don't do
that.
that.
Not advertising that.
All right, y'all.
Good to know. That's really good to
We're
know.
gonna take a quick music break. When we come back, we're gonna have more with the ladies. So our chronicle for tonight is In Her Heels. We're wrapping up our Model Appreciation Month. So keep it locked. More Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere. All right, people, we're back. Hope you enjoyed On the Run Part 2 with Jay-Z and Beyonce with their On the Run tour coming up.
I like that.
And then Rihanna's Throw It Up, Throw It Up. Bada, bada. All right, so we're wrapping up Model Appreciation Month. We have
That would be a hot tour. Rihanna and
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Jay-Z and
And
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
What?
Wow.
People be lined outside.
Wow.
Y'all, you would go, right?
I would go.
I told you.
Sideline.
We have in the studio Monica Haynes and also Desiree Davis. They're in the studio. We're wrapping up, as I mentioned, Model Appreciation Month. And they're petite and mature and phenomenal women models.
Yes.
Give
Look
them
at
up.
us.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's feeling her shoulders tonight.
Right, she's giving it. I
I'm a
love
new
it.
necklace on.
Oh, that's why. See, I peeped it early on.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did. I peeped it early on.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Very spring.
So ladies, if you weren't in this industry, or even that this industry never even came to be what it is, what would you do? Would you think you would be in some other form of fashion of entertainment?
I would like to get into directing. Like I've done some art directing of photo shoots, so I probably will be doing something like that.
Okay.
But I also do massage therapy. I know that's like one extreme to another. So that's something else that I'm into. So probably something along those lines.
You know what? Now that you say that, that would be interesting to combine both of the two together. If because you know massage therapists, they always use like ads and stuff there too.
Right.
To do something like that, wow,
Yeah.
that would be really interesting.
That would.
Definitely look at that.
I love photography. If I wasn't in front of the camera, I would love to be behind the camera. My friends and family know that I love to take pictures. Not just me. I love to take other people's pictures. So I think I would have explored that more.
Now, because that's something that you like doing, because I know I've done both of them before. I've been in front of the camera and behind the camera at the same time too. does it make it easier when you're actually taking photos and you like get your photos back and you kind of say, oh, I could have did this different, the lighting is all. Sometimes it's not you. Because I know most models, it's crazy that it's like that. But it's like once you get to a certain level and you kind of get that experience, then you can kind of judge that it wasn't me this time, it was actually the photographer. And I think once you start getting there, you're really starting to elevate, and now you know who to work with, who not to work with. So did you find that easy?
Yeah, I notice photographers' equipment. I see good lighting. I can tell that they're setting up for good lighting.
I know that's right. You better know your.
I can see that now.
Wait a minute.
I appreciate good lighting.
I think this is supposed to be up.
You're using a 70 watt.
I need 150.
No, that's when they're telling you to stop for, where you're like, no, I'm gonna step back because it's gonna wash out my face.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That white sheet don't balance right.
It's dark in this middle. No, you shoot the light from the back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I appreciate people who have, the professionals that have quality lighting and they know what they're doing. And I mean, people are starting out in the business, so I appreciate, you know, people who are new, but I really love to work with people who have good reputation on lighting and just, I don't know, the editing skills. There's a lot to photography.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
Whole lot, definitely. Wow.
I've been washed out. I'm not washed out, but my face has been so photoshopped. I don't even look like myself anymore.
Wow. I hate that.
And my color of my eyes have changed, and it may be editorial that's appropriate, but my face is not the same. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I don't even like it with the makeup. When I go look in the mirror and I'm like, hold on, who is this woman?
Because some people feel like they gotta slap it on and, you know, like do it up really like over the top and real dramatic. I mean, some shoots require that. I will agree with you with that. Some shoots do, but then, you know, sometimes a natural, sexy, sophisticated look is fine. It's fine because a lot of times I notice where, you know, because I have a friend, she's a makeup artist as well, and I notice that a lot of times it's even down to like weddings. A lot of brides now are trying to go over the top. Like I have to like pop. I have to like be seen. And sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, you could have
over contouring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this a drag show? Like, sorry. I know. Shout out to the drag queens. I love you guys.
Yes.
Is that Bianca Del Rio?
You're not really sure? You don't want to say nothing? That's a bad position to be in.
Bianca Del Sol.
Right. I have a question from my one of my correspondents who does the show, Latish. She couldn't call in today, but she told me to ask you guys, do you guys have the Imelda Marcos syndrome? It's a shoe syndrome when you can't stop buying shoes. Imelda was a Philippine queen who owned 2,700 pair of shoes. She never wore the same shoe twice.
You know what, Latisse? You asked phenomenal questions.
Right? It's called Imelda Marcos.
Imelda?
IMELDA Marcos, MARCOS syndrome.
Well, because I know people that are listening, I can't lie about this. I literally have a shoe closet.
I
have shoes in my trunk right now, and I have shoes lined up from my front door all the way through to my dining room. So, yeah, that's going to answer that question.
So she definitely has the Imelda Marcos syndrome.
I think I have it.
If I try it on and it fits, it's sold.
Right. Do you have a small petite foot?
Yeah, 6.5 to a 7.
Okay.
See, I don't have a syndrome, I don't think, but I do love shoes, but I don't buy them. I buy as I need for modeling only. I don't really wear a lot of heels just in my personal wardrobe.
Okay.
Because I'm a tennis shoe girl or sneakers.
Right.
We're Maryland sneakers. I'm from Ohio. We say tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes. People say tennis shoes here too.
Yeah,
So I have wedges on tonight, and that's about. I mean, I'm not a big heel girl.
Right. Okay.
Unless it's modeling.
Got it.
I'm 5'4", I love a heel.
Right, I know you do.
Now, do you ever have like
sleep in them?
Exactly. I was like, like you have a heel that you just cannot let go.
I have this black booty that my best friend bought me for my birthday a few years ago. When I tell you, I will put that booty on with any and everything. That is my shoe of choice. It's about 6.5, 7 inches. I love it. Love that shoe.
I don't know why that's right, but I'm picturing you sleep in some heels. I don't know, I just had a vision. You know I'm visual. I just had a vision of her in her night clothes, but she got some fierce shoes on going to sleep.
That is not safe. That is not safe. A fire happens and you are
And
running
you're
out.
done.
First of all, okay, this
No,
is right.
she'll be the first one out.
This is
No,
that.
she will be the
This
first
is
one
that.
out.
This is
Trust.
that. Would you run out, grab a trash bag, and start picking up heels? That's the test. That's the test. If that's the
No,
syndrome.
I have renter's insurance.
Okay.
I will replace every last pair.
Oh.
Get a new pair.
I don't care about
Should probably get better
fitness
ones.
or anything. I don't
Yes.
care about anything else. I just want my shoes.
Right.
I just want the shoes
Instead of my name.
No, I just want the shoes.
I want the shoes. I can't with you today. I can't. I ain't gonna be able to do
She
it.
got them lined up.
Blind up.
Wow.
So if
Yes,
somebody
I'm running
moved the
out of
pair,
the
would
house.
you know they've been moved? If somebody moved, you'd be like, wait a minute, where's the
No,
purple
I'm
with the
not
lace
that
on the side?
anal with it, but like I drive in I love Hello Kitty. I drive in my Hello
Okay.
Kitty slippers.
Okay.
I have a zebra print pair that has Hello Kitty on the side. Absolutely love them. So when I'm leaving the house, it's like, oh, let me grab my shoes because I have slippers on my feet, running to the car. So that's why I have so many lined up at the door, and I just, I'll put them away sometimes.
How many pairs of sneakers do you have?
I don't even know if she knows what that
Four.
word is.
Sneakers.
I'm about to say, I don't think that's right. Know what that word is.
I'm on the still on the higher side.
But you know what? That's all right. I was used to be with you. I didn't know what sneakers, tennis shoes were because
Yeah.
I wasn't a sneaker tennis shoe type dude.
Mm-hmm.
But over the past maybe year or so, I've been finding sneakers that I like, and I've been starting collecting.
That's true. I've always
I
seen you
collect
dress
sneakers.
shoes.
Right, because I'm a dress shoe
have-
type dude. But here lately, I've been getting sneakers, and I like them.
I've been trying to wear sneakers and flats. I now have 4 pairs of sneakers. Yay me!
Right. I got to give you applause for that.
It's now time for the sneakers.
Oh my gosh. So you say you have flats? You have flats?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I started working for Walmart. I'm an assistant manager for Walmart. That's
Okay.
my day job, so I have to wear flats.
Got it.
When the first 2 or 3 months, I was in heels every day and I worked 12-hour shifts.
Really?
Yeah.
He was like, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
So wait, when you first got the job, I'm going to work. I'm gonna look fierce at work, okay?
No, this is just me. Like, and people
Welcome
think,
to-
right? People think I dress up or that I'm just bubbly because I'm trying to be Mrs. Walmart, but like it really is my personality. Like when I get dressed every morning, I get dressed, I do my hair, I put on makeup, and I leave the house.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody's like, "Why are you so dressed up?"
That's
Because
you.
I came
That's
to
who you
work.
are.
I don't.
Right. You left the house looking presentable.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people don't do that now.
They don't.
They just leave the house and be like, ma'am, sir, where are you going? I'm going to work.
Especially when
I'm
you
going to
deal
work
with
like
the,
that.
right, especially when you deal
Right.
with the public. I think it's certain
Right,
things
especially
you
when you
should-
deal with the public.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I agree.
Sometimes I go to work and some of my coworkers be like, where are you going today? I was like, no, I'm coming to work. Like,
No, you do have your moments where you look like, are you the mannequin? I be like,
But
wow,
the
like you be
styles you
be
have
ready.
to.
Right.
Thank you.
You have
That's
to.
what I say, people. I tell people, I say, with my name, do you going to expect me to look a certain kind of way?
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
a point.
yeah.
I can't look come out the house.
You
and
can drop one of the Y's.
He's
I can't with you. I cannot.
You can drop one of the
I
Y's
cannot.
one
I
time.
cannot
One
with
time.
you. I cannot with you.
Cause just like I can see, like she said, her in heels,
Right.
and literally, the day that you wear heels, how many times have you had to run around and you just got home just like I'm just done. I'm done.
I mean, it's like that all the time.
Okay.
Like I'm always on the run. So
Okay.
in heels
Pretty
and
much
flats,
used to
like
it,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Do you drive in heels? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
And I drive my Hello Kitty slippers.
Oh, okay.
That's right. This is what pisses me off. I cannot stand when a woman who wears heels and cannot walk in them. One, that's my first thing I cannot stand.
I
Two,
agree.
and I want to get your whole spill on this. Two, I do not like when I see a woman in the club in heels and they sitting down talking about, oh, my feet hurt.
And you just got there.
Okay, so the way you walk into the club is the way you walk out. Period.
All
The way
right.
you walk
Okay.
anywhere.
I like that.
You can't show
That's a
up and you
t-shirt.
looking like, a complete Barbie doll, face, heels, outfit, and you the baddest thing in there, and you walking out with no shoes on, and someone's drink on the bottom of your feet. Like, it's disgusting. You
So
can't
you
do it.
appreciate somebody walking in with lower heels or kitten heels or flats as opposed to trying to look cute?
I'd
Like,
rather
do what
you
you
be
can
in
do.
flats or be in,
Wear
the
what you
little
can.
sneaker tennis or something like that.
Or
Like, dress.
onesie heels.
Right.
Onesie heels. Those are little
Dress-
small
but
like
dress for
onesie
your-
heels.
but
Onesie
dress,
heels.
dress for your
Wait,
style.
That's the new name for onesie heels.
The onesie
what?
heel.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
I told you I'm old.
Monica, you said the right term.
Kitten, right?
heels.
Okay.
Did he just say onesie heels?
He did.
I'm done. I
You
can't.
should coin that.
It's a wrap. You can take over the show for the rest of the night. I cannot.
I was wrong.
No, you were not. You were right. I've never heard onesie. I'm done. Sean, you can take over.
That's the 1 inch heel, the one
I'm
you
done.
want.
I'm done. He did not just say onesie.
Are they
heels.
slingbacks or?
The slingbacks. Wow.
Okay.
Ladies, don't bring that style back.
But I'm with you, Desiree. My thing is, come in the club and leave the club the same. I hate to see a woman who is sitting down talking about, oh, my feet hurt. So you mean to tell me you didn't break your shoes in before you came to the club? That means it's you telling me that you got those shoes a couple hours ago because you knew you were going out and just to look cute. Girl, I'm gonna need you to make sure that you break these shoes in, and I need you to have the total complete package.
Right.
Than just looking, oh, she look good from here to. Oh, from ankle. From head to ankle.
From head to ankle.
Right.
And even if you keep the dance, like keep it cute. You don't have to go all out.
No, and then if you expect to go all out, then wear, like you said, the wedges or the wedge sneakers or something like that, or the flats or the kitten heel.
Or the onesie heel.
heel.
Just say it one time.
The onesie heel. I cannot believe I just said that.
The onesie heel.
Cousin, I just said onesie heel. Because it's on camera. Oh my God.
You know how it is when you're. And you got a 6-year-old.
Right.
When you get the little princess hat and they give you them little onesie go heels.
Keep me at the cross, Lord. Please keep me at the cross.
Somebody at the cross had a onesie heel.
Ain't nobody at the cross ain't no onesie heel though. They no sandals.
A onesie sandal heel. Like
I cannot. They don't have that no onesie sandals. Oh, I can't. Jesus.
Have y'all tried to wear heels? Just to feel it, just to feel how it is?
Do I really want to answer that question on
I mean,
I'm gonna answer no, I haven't.
I've actually, I work for a modeling production company, so
Okay.
I've actually had to train females, and it's weird because I've done high school, I've done older models as well too, and it's always funny because I think, I first of all praise any trainer, male, female, anybody out there that has to train a model because you are the person that's teaching that person that is going to do exactly what it is that you're saying. So it's kind of like you can make or break a person's career by showing them the wrong thing. So yes, I've actually had to step in some heels before and actually had to show somebody.
But what I've done was I've actually shown females to walk on their toes. That's what I've done.
I've done that too.
I've done them walk on their toes, and I've stood high up and how to balance yourself and stuff. So instead of me wearing, having to show them that I'm wearing the heels, I was like, no, you practice by walking on your toes because you have to lift. All the pressure is on the ball of your foot and your toes.
Right.
And that's how your feet is, and when you're in a shoe. So I'd rather teach that way versus me putting on a heel.
But you know what's
try to
funny? Saying that you did that, I've done both before. I've actually showed somebody because I was with high school and they really was like, oh, I'm just not getting it. And they were not understanding exactly. So I did it even without it on, and I showed them. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Put one on, put one off. And that's how I made everybody walk. So that you got comfortable with if you ever lost a heel, you're going to keep going.
You have to
and
keep going.
it happened. It actually happened on the show. And it's weird because I've seen people fall. I've seen people, and they get embarrassed. But I'm just like, have you guys ever had any accidents? Since we're saying that, have you guys had any accidents, photo shoots or runway wise?
Runway, I think like slipping, but not slipping like you fall, but just when you're walking, you have to like brace yourself real quick.
Okay.
I've had that happen.
I've had my calves cramp up. My calves. Yes, I have this problem. I play volleyball, and I don't know what it is. I cramp up when I'm excited or in adrenaline. So I was in a really big show at the National Harbor of Maryland. And I was going down the runway, and I could not make it back. Well, I did, but my calves were on fire.
Wow.
So I just gritted my teeth and just made it through. I didn't do that last, that look at the end of the runway. I was just out.
She trapped me.
Y'all didn't forgive me on this. I just ain't gonna do that. I just flooded
That's my only thing that has happened.
Wow.
But I have problems with heels. So my first show, I had to practice my walk because not only do I have bad knees, I'm bow-legged, I walk on the sides of my feet. So runway was really a difficult challenge for me.
Gotcha.
Heels are not my best friend. I'm the girl at the end of the club at the night with the stank club walk.
Right.
But it's working on
quiet.
my
When y'all start talking about it, she got real quiet over
No,
here.
I did. No, I'm better.
she's
I'm
gonna
better
text her
now.
on
I'm
her
better. But
She's talking about
She's
it.
texting her husband.
She said, but I kept my shoes on though.
But that's how
I keep them on.
Exactly.
I keep-
Right.
And that's,
I keep
but
them
that's the
I
thing. You
keep
kept
them
them
on.
on, right?
Yeah.
I just walk slower and
Right.
I hold somebody's hand.
And that's how you
But
do
you know,
it.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, I can.
But I like
appreciate
to dance. I like to dance, so it's like my feet really, truly are just
Yeah.
overworked. So
Mm.
I love heels, but I don't prefer them every day as you do. So
that. Now seeing that you say that, have you ever been intimidated? I know you was talking about your age and things, and being in an industry where a lot of people look to more of the younger kind of female models. And like they're coming the door, with like bags of heels and different varieties and stuff, which is an awesome thing to do. Have you ever found it to be where you came in and it's just like, oh dang, she got a better collection than I got, but I really don't like heels.
right. No, as long as I have my black shoe, my nude shoe, and a funky shoe, I feel like I'm
Okay.
in there.
You feel
I'm
like
in
you're
there.
complete.
And I don't feel like I'm showing my age. I may have like a little moment where I put on my ballet slippers before the fashion show. Like I save my feet
Okay.
before the show until it's time.
Right.
You'll see me
Yeah.
in line with the heels in my hand and wait until the last minute. But that's it. I don't really feel intimidated. A lot of the girls don't even know how old I am.
Okay.
And when I do say, they're like,
See? Right.
and it's humbling. And also the size. Before my children were born, I was larger. I was more of a plus size. I was size
Really?
10, 12. I was
Wow.
more of an athletic, just kind of that muscular
Right.
body.
More
So
solid.
yeah, and
Yeah.
after the kids, I lost weight and I was
Wow.
able to stay that size. And so I feel like when I'm on the runway, I still feel like that size 10 woman.
Mhm.
So I'm like, how did they let me in here? Because I still mentally feel like I shouldn't be able to really rock these gowns. And I used to wear Spanx a lot, and you're not really supposed to wear Spanx with some of these outfits.
Right.
It does not show well.
Right.
So I have these body wraps that I love to put on before a show, the night before. They help tighten and tone my little trouble areas.
Okay.
So that's my little secret, and I also know my body. So if a designer has two choices of gowns, one with where I can wear a bra and one where I can't, I choose the one where I can wear the bra, because I am not trying to be
Right.
with my body. I need a bra on.
Got you. I got you.
If that's appropriate for radio.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Because
So
I'm glad you're saying this, because a lot of I went to like I said earlier, I went to a show yesterday, and it was with women of size. I shouldn't have seen that. It should have looked smooth when they were wearing the garments, and it was like nails going down a chalkboard for me. And I was like, okay, this is really like getting to me.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about dressing your body. Even whether you're, plus size or petite, you have to dress your body. Like, it's some things that, as small as I am, I can't wear because I know I'm going to look like a little rail in it, and it's not going to do the dress any kind of justice.
Right.
So you just have to know your body.
Exactly.
Like, I can't do the plunging necklines because I don't have, like, it's just going to be plunging. I'm going to be looking like a 12-year-old boy. Like, no one wants to see that. So on both sides of the spectrum, right, you have to stay in your
But yeah, you have to
lane.
stay in it, and like I was glad that you was mentioning that you know your body, and I feel like a lot of women, especially in the model industry, don't know their body, because if they did, I'm not saying that you have to be disrespectful to the designer said I ain't wearing that, but know when you have to, like, that's not gonna be appropriate for my body type. I'm sorry.
I research a lot of the designers before I go to a show that I'm invited to, and I turn down some because I feel like the quality, or not the quality, but the structure of the gowns or
for your body
it's not going to be
a good match.
right.
And also you want to make sure that you don't do them an injustice by wearing this garment, and it's not flattering. You really can't show off how it's structured and designed.
But you know what that's called? That's called
greed.
Greed, and at the same time being a seasonal, educated model. There's not a lot of people that do it, and then at the same time they take it, and like one thing we always say is like, everything that you learn, put it inside of a bag and take that bag to the next thing. And carry your bags with you. So I can just tell from just talking to you just this little while, you're a seasoned, educated model. You know what it is that you look good in, how to modeled it. And I think once people start learning that it's not it doesn't always have to be a competition.
Right.
You know, you may be the smallest person there, but I know, put me in a nice outfit, I'm gonna rock it like I'm the best person there. But I don't have to compete with everybody here to be in the best outfit or to be in every scene.
And then I feel like a lot of models just like that way when it comes to fashion. Oh, I can wear that. I hate the ones that stand there while the designer's trying to style.
Oh yeah.
And they stand right beside the.
Yes, girl, sit down.
Right.
Don't sit down.
Or you get an outfit, you got one more for me to wear. Like,
when I was producing shows, I would say that. I said, why are you standing right here? Go somewhere.
Yeah.
Go help somebody out. You ain't got your hair done yet. Stop standing here. Like, go.
Yeah.
If they want you, they want you.
Right.
Point blank in the period.
Yeah.
Stop
But
being greedy.
it's some people that have to be. I have to be in every scene.
Yes.
Like, people
And don't
have
deserve to be in every scene.
Yeah, that's true.
They're always the ones.
But always the ones.
Always.
Like, girl, what? And there was one like that last night. One like that last night was, I felt like, why is this lady in everybody's stuff? And she was walking like Sophia from The Color Purple.
Oh my goodness.
Down the runway. With this long, bad wig. It came all the way down to her, past her butt. It looked
All her
nappy.
life.
And she was walking like, you told Harpo to beat me.
Was they going off when she was walking? That's the question.
No, I don't really think they were. I think it was like crickets. Yes, I was just like, why she still keep them coming down the runway? Who did this?
Because she was standing next to the designer in the
She
back.
was the
So-
one. She was the one.
one.
She was the one.
She was the one.
I'm like,
Excuse me.
ma'am, I'm gonna need you to have several seats because you're gonna need them.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Now, there's another end of that spectrum where models are not assertive and they don't get into anything.
That's
I
true too.
agree.
Yeah.
They just sit back and they were missed for the
That's
whole
true
show.
too. Right. That's
Yeah.
true too.
I've done it before. I think when I first started, I ended up having like going there, and it was like a show full of like maybe 10, 11 scenes, and I only did like one scene, and it's kind of weird because you do the one and it's just like, because like you said, males it's really hard to come across designers, and I know as females you can go in there and it can be 1,000 of designers there, but half of them either don't have your size or they have your size, but it's just something that you don't feel comfortable in.
No,
And-
the thing is that it's skimpy.
Exactly. Which a lot of people are
It's
starting to.
skimpy.
Yeah,
It's
lot
not
of people.
appropriate for a runway. It's not appropriate. Like, nobody's gonna buy that, ma'am, sir. Nobody's gonna buy it because it looks skimpy. I can go to freaking Target and buy that. Or I can go to freaking some other stores and buy something like that. That's
Exactly.
it's not. I'm not gonna say, oh my gosh, how much that was so good on me. I want to buy that.
Right.
No, and that's I feel like that's what a lot of problems is with designers is that they put these skimpy clothes and showcase these skimpy clothes for these models, and you wonder why ain't nobody buying it.
It's because
Yeah.
they're no longer showcasing the clothes, they're showcasing the model's body, and that's not what people are trying to
They're
buy.
not they ain't buying the
Like I
model,
said,
they buying the
right,
clothes
they're
that
buying
you.
the clothes.
Like,
Yeah.
hello, that's what fashion shows was all about.
That's
all
what I
about
thought, yeah.
buying the garments
Right.
from designers.
Like you see something, okay, I really like that. And
yeah, where can I
really
get
wanna
that?
Yeah.
I need to buy that.
Now I think it's more creative now.
It's more for entertainment
More
now.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
And
about
I
entertainment.
like when the hair and makeup are very simple or it's a uniform look so
Right.
that
Yes.
the
It tells a
attention on the
story.
garment-
That's
Right.
one thing I love that you did with your show, Sirens. I love the fact that you had a vision. You saw like a hair, you saw like a makeup, and then it all coincided with everybody's gonna look the same. I don't care what type of color color tone you may be or ethnic that you may be. We're all gonna coincide because it's all about the designer. It's
Right.
all about what the designer's gonna showcase and how you're gonna look in the clothes when the designers come down. I like shows like that, but
Yeah.
it's weird when you go to shows and it's like you can tell the difference. You can tell like a person that obviously you was the person's best friend because you look the best, but you did
Yes.
everything and you open it and close and everything. So yeah, it's weird, but that's how, like she said, it's entertainment. That's how a lot of shows are now.
That's why I don't go to a lot of them anymore because
Right.
it defeats the purpose for me now. I want to see timeless things. I want to see
Yeah.
classy things. I want to see things that I would never see anywhere. I want to be able to, especially if you have guys in the show and it's a designer that's being creative with guy stuff. I'm a guy. I'm a
Right.
creative guy. I like to wear I like to wear odd stuff
Right.
where nobody else is looking like me. So that's the type of shows that I would want to
Yeah.
go to. I don't want to go to a show that keeps showing men swimwear and underwear.
Yeah.
I can go anywhere and buy me some cute underwear. Yes, I'm an underwear guy, but I can go anywhere and give me some cute underwear. I need to see something that's totally out the box that I can wear to events that I go to, events that I
Right.
host, or whatever. Like I don't need to see and then the whole street and urban wear. That ain't even me.
Yeah.
T-shirt lines.
I ain't gonna be able to do it. Cause me, I'm a twist and make it modern urban. I'm gonna have blades up, I'm gonna make you do a button down with a bow tie.
Oh, I get confused
whatever,
because
so.
I think even nowadays, a lot of, not to knock any of the male models, because I mean, a lot of them are really good and they know how to sell an accessory. But
Right.
there's a lot of accessory designers that, you make the hat, but your styles are hats.
Mm-hmm.
And like the model comes down, it's just like, okay, is it the t-shirt? Is it the jeans? And then you like, somebody like, oh, I think it's the hat. Well, how am I supposed to know that? I thought that was just a hat that they just decided to wear.
Yeah.
And it's really about the model. And I think, as a good female model, it's about how you honestly model the garment.
Right.
And it's a lot of models that just don't know, model etiquette.
Mm-mm.
They don't.
Because they think it's about them in that moment.
Exactly.
And they hate, and I don't know if you ladies hate this, because I used to say this when I produced shows. I said, you're just a walking hanger.
Yep, I love
Point
it.
blank in the
That doesn't
period.
bother
Love
me
it.
at all.
Yeah, I used to say that all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I would get females fronting, I ain't no walking hanger. Like, baby,
If you want to get paid, you're
you're a walking hanger.
I'm a hanger with fabric. That's it.
Please leave. Please. You're done. You're done, sir.
You gotta style it up.
You're done. You're done, sir.
How do you all feel about these walks? The different walks from New York, from Maryland, from DC?
I can't comment.
Monica,
Okay.
let me tell you something.
I'm in the middle
I
of
wanna know.
everything.
I wanna
Monica,
know.
let me tell you something. Let me just
Go ahead.
tell
Go
you
ahead,
something.
Styles.
I've been in the fashion industry since 2001, and I've seen some horrendous walks, like people stomping grapes, which I saw last night. People were stomping like they were stomping grapes.
Never heard that one.
Yes,
before.
stomping grapes. Yes, Miss Sophia was stomping grapes.
Ooh, making wine.
Yeah, she was trying to make some wine. She was thirsty from coming out of the dang runway. I've seen models galloping like they horses.
I've seen that.
Oh my god.
I've seen them with the broke hand
I've seen that.
and walking and galloping. Yes, I've seen them sashaying. There was one girl last night who, I like a model who doesn't walk to the beat of a song. Because once you walk to the beat of a song and the song stops, you're all messed up.
Right.
So this chick, every time she came out, she had this slow, try to be sexy walk. I wanted to yell out, ma'am, if you don't come down this damn runway, there's a lot more designers to showcase, and you taking your goddamn time. I'm gonna need you to walk faster, ma'am. I don't care if Sade was on. I don't care if. I need you to. I need you to keep walking on a regular pace.
She was giving you this like the secret garden walk.
Yes.
Like oh no. Oh no.
She was like, take all this in.
Literally, right.
I don't want any of that. No, ma'am.
Yes.
I don't want any of that. No,
There
thank
should
you.
be a meeting with all the models before, with the producer, and say, this is the concept for tonight,
Mhm.
and let's
But the
all
thing
be
is, they had
the
model
same.
coordinators.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can still
They
do that,
had
but
model
you can still
coordinators.
do that, and people still
They
go out there
will
and
still
do
do
it.
that, yes.
That's
Because
true.
this one of the shows that I said, this is what I want, and I would look back at the DVDs, and I was like, now what the hell?
Yeah.
That is not what I
Everybody
said.
wants to be the star.
Right.
Everybody's like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna
No,
do this.
baby, no. The designers
No.
of the star, you need to just do is model their garments. I don't need you doing. And what was my biggest pet peeve outside of the walk is when they would get to the end of the runway and they're doing this switching and spinning.
Oh my goodness.
I did not say switch and spin. I said you come down, you pose for 3 seconds, do an American twist, and take your ass back and
then
off the
they did
damn
5
runway.
American twists.
I'm like, yeah, they doing twists and turns and spinning and dipping and low and bringing it slow and somersaults. Right, shimmy.
Oh, you get more than that. You
And somersaults and cartwheels. Baby, what are you doing?
And
This
then they're
is
mad
not
when they don't
what.
get a good picture.
Right.
I didn't get any pictures.
Oh,
bro.
why? I wonder why.
Did you stop?
This is not the circus.
That's true.
Now,
If you want to do all that, join the circus.
Now the only thing that I'm gonna go against you with, I'm always with you. I'm definitely with you on that side. But because I come from, a area where entertainment model,
Mhm.
it's got really, really big.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's the style of the show,
Oh, yeah.
then it goes. But depending on what type of garment you have on.
See, I've never did. That wasn't my forte. So I never wanted to see any of that. You don't do that. That's not what my show is about. You need to do straight runway. You go down, take your picture, do an American twist, bring your ass back, and get off. that's it. Present yourself one last time and be done. That all that other hoopla crap, I don't need
The
that.
entertainment of it all.
You go do somebody else's show for that. You don't do mine.
Oh,
I'm
trust me,
sorry.
it's plenty.
It's plenty. All
especially
these
in this
troops in
area.
the DC, Virginia,
Oh, yeah.
Maryland area. You can do all that. You can
Yeah.
twirl. You can twerk. You can do all that.
One
with
was
them.
on America's
please don't twerk, don't
Got
do it.
Talent, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not that dude.
But I think with that it's harder actually because coming from there and actually seeing different people try to fit into that. I think now you have to deal with the pressure of okay, I gotta learn how to do these turns and do this stuff and do it. Plus at the same time look this way. Plus I have to compete with these other people that are doing the same steps and I can't be the one to mess things up because they gonna call you out if your arm wasn't bent just right like everybody else's arm.
Exactly.
So it's definitely harder on that level. So I commend those people that are doing the entertainment modeling because it is really a hard thing to
It's
do.
very hard.
It
They are
really is
talented.
hard. Yeah, it really is hard. But it's weird because then when you put them into a stage where, okay, I just want y'all to be straight runway, nothing extra, just go down, give me, front profile, call it.
They don't
What's
know.
that?
They
don't know.
Right.
So I'm like, if you're gonna do it, educate yourself on both sides. If this is the profession that you decided you want to be in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, guys, we're going to take a music break. When we come back, we have more with the ladies. Keep it locked, more Style Chronicles in a minute. The phenomenal women.
Yes, phenomenal.
Every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the live Wired morning show. They are absolutely hilarious. All right? So if you want something to keep you going in your commute to work or school or what have you, then you definitely want to keep it locked Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the Live Wire Morning Show. And actually keep it locked after the Style Chronicles. Coming up is the 90s Play Lounge.
Love the 90s
Yes.
Play Lounge.
With Kimmy A and Dev Ricks. So if you love that 90s music, they come on right after us at 10 o'clock until
What
midnight.
kind of 90s music you like?
You know what song I like?
Here we go.
And Amanda's not on here. You remember Moke and Steph?
Wow!
He's mine.
You better have him once, but I got him all the time. Yes!
Yes.
You took it back!
Moke and Steph?
Vote and stuff. First of all,
Yeah.
whoever named her, they get shot.
No, but the thing was, it was the three of them. They took in the beginning parts of their name and they put it together, Moke and Steph. I wonder what they doing.
Can you imagine?
What's the true Hollywood story on them? What is it on TV One? What's the unsung?
Unsung.
What's the unsung? Moke and Steph. But when it was out, I hated hearing it because of their voice. He's mine. Like, girl, what is in your nose? What is in your throat?
Okay,
They remind
we
me
got
of
that.
Total.
We gotta ask them.
Right, totally. Yeah. So what was yours?
90s.
I was all about Mary J.
Okay.
And we would get dressed up, me and my cousin, and we would go perform for my mom.
Wow.
Yes, wigs and all.
Wow. Not wigs at all.
We were little, like,
Took it to
what,
another
like
level.
maybe 9? I don't know. But we would be up there talking about, I'm not gonna cry.
That was
See,
a
like, we
little
were on the
Destiny's
ground, everything. Like,
Right.
we just knew what was going on. I had no idea.
How about you?
Oh, she about to take us back.
Oh.
Here we go.
No,
Oh, okay.
Jodeci.
Jodeci.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, forever, my lady.
The concert, the party, whatever, the
Yeah,
after
yeah,
party.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then Boyz II Men.
Boys
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah
Old
Carey.
Mariah
Yeah.
Carey.
Boyz II Men was awesome in concert.
I've never seen them in concert.
Oh my goodness,
Never
I've
seen
seen them with Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block. Oh my,
Yeah.
you talking about
Oh,
people
just
going-
the tour that they did with
Oh,
them.
What? You
Ah.
talking about people in there getting it? I felt like I was back. I said, I'm not that old, but my God, like they was just they.
You was getting your life.
That's what music was
Oh
like.
my
That was
God,
amazing.
yes.
Yes.
That's what
Okay, so I'm a New Kids on the Block super fan.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I've been to a lot of concerts. But that was a great one when they added Boyz II Men.
Yes,
That was
it was.
a treat.
It
That was a
definitely was. I wish I was in LA for that one because then New Edition showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. And then I think it was another show that After 7. And I was like, where did y'all pull them from?
After
After 7.
not after midnight, but after
The last
7.
time they sung was after 5, okay?
Is it 10 o'clock yet? It's time to go. Is it 10 o'clock? Oh my God.
We're getting close, though.
I can't with you.
That
Lord
was
have
fun.
mercy.
90s Play Down.
Yes.
All that for
So
the 90s
make
Play
sure,
Down.
right. All that was that's right. All that was for the 90s for people
That
to
was
listen
some
to
hot
the 90s.
advertising.
Right.
not listening to the 90s playlist.
By now, if you definitely not going, then something's wrong after all that we just gave you. My Lord. Ladies, what do you think about the reality shows when it comes to modeling? You know, with America's Next Top Model, that's coming back in the summer.
It is?
The Face.
Wow.
You have The Face. What else is out there for models now? I think that's it, isn't it?
Nah, I can't necessarily say that, but
Project
I guess you
Runway.
can say that. Project Runway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they stopped the model portion of that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Would
That's
Would you,
more
would, you
designers.
consider, would you consider RuPaul's Drag Race as a...
No.
Okay.
No. That's
No, you don't
for
win
the
like a
drag
modeling
queens.
contract or anything.
No, it's just the.
But I know a lot of them do print work too.
They do,
They do.
but I wouldn't consider that a runway competition,
Okay.
even though they do at the end show off their garments and do a runway
Okay.
thing. But I don't. That's mostly for the drag industry.
Okay.
But like The Face and America's Next Top Model, what do you ladies think about? Have you ever thought about like back in? Do you remember the show that TV Land had called She Got the Look
Oh yeah.
for the mature models?
Yeah.
I remember. I wish Tyra would do a
Do a
35
mature-
and over
right.
cycle.
That because she hasn't done
That
that.
would be nice.
I would love
yeah.
to.
She hasn't
work
done
my
that. She hasn't
35-year-old
Send her an
self.
email.
Right.
You know, that will actually probably bring a lot of good ratings.
I think that's how the guys.
Mm.
Will we
that's
stay in
how-
the house together? Will we do?
Probably.
Would,
Yeah,
would
you
she
would.
have us
Probably
do
would.
all that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
probably would.
And you know,
Sure.
you probably wouldn't get that much cattiness.
No.
You really wouldn't. I
I'm
don't know.
sure there would be something though.
Oh, they gotta make something, because if not, it would be boring.
Monica, you stole my blue shoes.
Did you?
You like, first of all, I wasn't even in your room, boo.
It actually wasn't that I saw you.
No, that was Tata Talicious.
Hold on, my
Who?
kids. My
Tata
kids are calling.
Talicious.
Hold on, my kids are calling.
Right. You know there gotta be a ghetto one. Tata Talicious. She been one to model since she was 2.
That was Othea. Othea.
Right,
You
that's
know, 'cause the older they get, the names get.
Right, they find her driver's license. Your name is not Tata Talicious, it is Othea. It's Ethel.
Yes, Ethel.
It's Bernice.
Or Florence.
It's Big Bertha.
You said Bernice.
It's
And the winner
Esmeralda.
of America's
Is
Next
that
Top Model.
Esmeralda? Esmeralda Johnson, you are the new America's Next Top Model.
Mary Ellen Esmeralda Johnson.
I can't.
I'm about to be like Sharella's alright. That's so funny. The 40 and older.
Right?
America's Next.
But that's
I like
that would be
That's
that would be
an
different.
awesome
I like that.
Because I think that's how the guys got added to the girls. I think people
Yes.
wrote in, and I think they also have been writing in about having all plus size women
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
too. So that's another one.
And I know with Tyra, she likes to take chances. And I
Right.
think,
I mean,
you
she's
know,
been doing it.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's a market. There's
Especially
a
with
market for
she's
it.
been adding transgender and all of that. So I think that's some, because as long as Tyra keep doing an America's Next Top Model, she's gonna be doing the Granny edition. She's gonna have grandmothers on there. Eventually, she's been on for like 26 seasons.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's gonna happen at the 40th season, Tyra? Like, what's gonna happen?
But I do feel like after a while, you do have to revamp yourself. You do have to do something different, and
Right.
because after a while, you get tired of seeing the same type.
Right.
Of
And I think you also need to
Yeah.
listen to who's watching your show.
Exactly.
You need to listen to who's watching your show. So if that's the case, then that would be hard to do a 35 and
It would.
over.
Yeah. Well, once she's on a network that they don't really cancel stuff. That's why I love that.
No,
network.
CW cancels.
See,
They
it
canceled a lot of
takes
stuff.
a lot.
When they canceled Ringer, I was pissed.
You can say that 3 times.
When they would cancel Ringer, I was pissed because I liked that show.
Yeah, I did too.
Sarah Michelle Gellar was giving me everything with paying the double role.
Yeah, it was hot.
Because I've never seen this new show she on, the crazy ones.
I've never.
But
I
the
watched
Ringer
like 1 or
was
2.
everything for me. She's more, to me, I feel like she's more drama than comedy.
Yes, I would definitely say that. She's more drama.
Like, the Ringer was everything.
It was.
And when they
It
said
was
it's not coming, excuse me, ma'am, sir, I watched that.
What?
Faithfully every
You like
Tuesday night.
me? You like me? Yes.
Faithfully
yes,
every
yes.
Tuesday night at 9 o'clock.
I agree. Every night.
Anywho, I
Yeah,
digress.
I roll.
Right.
Yes.
I was
What?
pissed.
We get serious about
I
TV
was
shows.
pissed, that's right, when they canceled Ringer. Anywho, I digress. So, Desiree, what are your feelings about America's Next Top Model and The Face and all that with Naomi? Naomi has a thing on Oxygen.
I think they're entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And I can appreciate the little teachable moments that they give because a lot of girls can learn from them.
Right.
But I do think it is more for entertainment. Like, honestly, I want to do one of the shows. Like, I would love to do America's Next Top Model, but I honestly don't want to be the winner. Only because I still want to have, like, my options open. Like, I don't want to be forced into, you know, a
Right.
contract. I'm just, like, I'm a Capricorn. I'm one of those kind of people. Like, I need to, I want to know, I want to read every line and make sure this is the right one for me. So, but I would love just to get that experience of, you know, having the shoots consistently and getting the trainings and all that.
Are you a competition type model? Like, to do all the challenges that they do, like sitting on animals, sitting on cold ice blocks, and
I mean,
doing all this, cutting your hair and bleaching it and dyeing it and cutting it off.
the whole hair thing, I mean, I change my hair almost every week, literally speaking. So the hair thing wouldn't bother me, and I'm very adventurous in my shoots. Like, I mean, I did the one for the Nike where, you know, I'm pretty much hanging from a man's ankles.
Right.
I mean, I'm the one climbing in trees. I did a swimsuit shoot. I was the only one to walk across the lake and go sit on the rocks on the other side to get the shot. So I'm very adventurous when I shoot anyway. So I live for that kind of stuff. I love it.
Cool.
But you're one of the people in the shows that piss me off. They make the show, like they get on Survivors and then they be, well, I gotta go home because I don't want to be here. Why did you just waste 3 or 4 of my episodes on DVR just for you to...
First of all, what really pisses me off is
That makes me mad.
the people who come on these shows and the shows that have been on for seasons,
Yeah.
you've had to seen a freaking episode or two to
Yes.
know
Right.
that.
Come on now.
Like these reality
Right.
shows, ma'am, you had to see R&B Divas before you came on. Ma'am,
Right.
you had to see Real Housewives of Atlanta, Orange County, New York,
Yes.
Miami, all them.
And you know, and that's
Before
why,
you
you
came
know,
home,
now
man.
that you said that, that's why I think with the fight thing, it blew up. First of all, you know that at almost every union, somebody gonna throw down something. But then even down to just, you said a comment, and then you had to have a nerve to get a bullhorn, so you knew you was about to get clocked. You knew you was about to clock. You already know what you're setting yourself up for. When your manager called you and said, this is the idea that we're gonna put you on.
Right.
You already know what they're looking for. So I hate that. I hate that when people, oh well, that's just not me. That's not my character.
Well, sir, ma'am,
You said
it's your
your
character now. That pisses me off when these shows have been on for seasons.
Yep.
You come on and now you.
And it's always
Well, I
3
didn't
girls.
know.
I can't believe you're gonna
Well, I
cut my
can't- right.
hair.
Yeah.
Girl, really, girl? You
They
haven't
cut the
seen
girl
the
with the
20,000
longest hair.
seasons?
Every season.
Every season there's one.
Or you're upset because you have to do a lingerie or swimsuit shoot.
Oh, I
Get your
don't
whole
feel
life
comfortable
together.
naked,
Like, what do
girl,
you think
really.
is gonna happen?
Really,
We all
girl.
know the 12th episode, they're gonna be in a swimsuit or lingerie, and you're gonna be modeling with a guy throwing pillows. We all know this.
Right.
We're like, where
Yeah.
were you for the last 26 seasons?
26
Right.
seasons.
Yes, 26. That boils me up in the inside.
Now, speaking of that, have y'all ever had a photographer that you, I'm going to say that, not necessarily designer, because I don't see that happening that quick, but have you ever had a photographer that you went to the shoot and they completely want to just change your whole entire look? And it may have been something where, okay, well, would you be willing to kind of like cut your hair for me or something, to do something edgy, something like far-fetched out there? Have you ever had that? And if so, how did you react towards it?
I've never had any like major requests to change my hair, or the only thing is just add hair. Weave.
Okay.
And I had never gotten any type of weave or anything, and somebody glued it in. Yeah, look at your faces. That's what I did.
You didn't do your research?
I did not,
Oh.
and that thing came out, and my whole front line, my hairline was almost gone.
Oh my goodness.
But it was a quick, add the hair quickly. Got to get it in. My hair's short, so they couldn't, braid it to get the sew in. So they, I was so mad.
Child, just let them
I
do
was
wigs.
Did the
so-
pictures come
Yeah.
out good?
Just
though?
let them do wigs.
Okay.
It was the
So
picture
it's
you
worth
saw.
it?
Oh,
The
wow.
bang, the deep bang.
Okay.
Yeah, just let them do wigs.
Wow, yeah.
Do not, yeah.
Yeah, they will tear
You
your
want
hair
the
up.
wigs? You might need their wigs to snap.
I know
You know
now.
wigs?
I know now. I do not do glue in.
No.
Yeah.
You will be
Wow.
you will be Becky Bald
Yeah.
by the end of the day. You be Becky. You come home and your husband like, what the hell happened to you? What the
That was
hell?
lucky, bro.
What kind of show was you in? Where they didn't took all your hair out.
Right? But luckily, no dishonest people. Thank you, Jesus. No dishonest,
Mm.
photographers that are.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't had anyone try to completely change my look. I mean, I think I guess the worst I should say, which it really wasn't bad, is someone kind of aged me. I felt like.
Really?
Yeah, but
Why
it
they trying
was.
to age you?
Well, I was booked apparently to be the older model for whatever reason. I don't know.
Wow.
But I mean, I like the photo, and I don't think I mean, it didn't turn out bad at all, but
Okay.
I just look a little older.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it what they like? Did they do it prior? Like actually did it physically to you, or did they actually do the picture?
The photo.
Like they like.
No, like the makeup was done,
Okay.
you know, just not as bright and cheerful as I normally am.
Okay.
And then, you know, when you look at the pictures, you can see, like, I mean, like, I'm 26, so I'm typically now with, you know, 18, 19-year-olds, but still, like, at that time, I looked like the older girl of the bunch. Only I fit in,
Right.
but I look like, and people
That is
change my
different.
skin color. Like, yeah, I'll be the dark skin girl suddenly,
What?
which is fine, but yeah.
Wow.
If you look like me, sometimes I look really dark, sometimes I look really light. And, you know, I go from the
Right.
light skin girl, the dark skin girl, just depends on how they do my makeup or what
But I
they
think
look for.
that does go coincide to what you were saying, how you are versatile. You can
Right.
actually, you know, jump
True,
around. You can play,
that's
you know, a light person. You can play a dark person, which is good sometimes.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people have that, you know, that
That
ability.
ability.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. Gotcha.
Yeah, depending on the eye makeup, I can look a little.
Has that ever happened with you as far as complexion?
Not
They want to make you
complexion.
darker or lighter?
Yeah, because
or-
you're a light skin.
Right.
You're a
I'm
light skin
light
person.
skinned,
Yeah,
yes,
you're
I
light
am.
skin.
But I do get sometimes I'm more of an Asian look or
You have Asian
Yeah.
persuasion.
or Latina.
I see that.
Yeah.
I definitely see Latina. I definitely see that. Definitely.
So I'm a little bit versatile,
Okay.
But-
and that.
but it depends on the photographer. A lot of times I get that my short hair is too short.
Really?
hmm That maybe the pixie. I used to have a pixie cut. My hair has been growing pretty long, but
Mhm.
it's just I don't think they like just a pixie cut or low haircut. I think hair is needed.
I think
In
it
the
depends
fashion
on what
industry.
you're
Right.
what you're rock. Because I
Yeah.
know, like, I hate seeing like people in like gowns and they have these long flowing hair, and it just, especially when the gown
Takes
doesn't
away
have
from the
like,
gown.
it's like the gown is like no neckline or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's like really like
Right.
cut short, but then there's like this long gown that's just like overpowering. I mean, long hair that's overpowering the gown.
Right.
So I liked it when you have a short hair because
Yeah.
then you can really get into
the garment.
everything, the garment, the shape, the size.
Well,
all
even
that.
if it's long, I'd rather it be behind your ear than laying out.
Exactly.
on your back
Exactly.
Versus,
or even pulled up.
Until
or
you
even
get a
pulled
nice
out.
ponytail
Or even
or
pulled out.
pull
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely that. Have you ladies, either one of y'all, ever been interested in like acting, like plays
Oh,
or
yeah,
independent
that's a good
films,
question.
web series, anything like that?
I haven't done it, but I am interested in acting.
Okay.
I feel like in modeling, it is a lot of acting anyway.
Sure,
Mhm.
very much so.
So, I
It's
mean,
just
all you
you're not
really
saying
miss is the
anything.
voice, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much it's just, yeah. I used to say that when I used to teach modeling and acting. I said pretty much they go hand in hand. It's just
Yeah.
modeling, you're not saying anything.
Right.
You're acting with your body and your face and things like that. With acting, you're actually saying words,
Yeah.
and you're still acting with your body and face and things of that sort. So
Yep.
you're absolutely right. You're doing it when you're modeling. How about
Yeah.
you, Monica?
I'm interested. I do a lot of acting, just very short term, maybe one-liners during a commercial
Okay.
or what have you. But I would love to do more, like be a principal actor in a commercial where you're saying like more than one line.
Right.
I would love to do that. It's an art.
Yeah,
I
oh
mean,
yeah,
I would have
definitely.
to.
Definitely.
And you have to study, and you have to
Definitely.
your facials,
yeah.
your tone of your voice. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
people who do voiceover work.
Yeah.
That is
In the beginning.
yeah. That's a tough industry.
I'm telling you, the guy that does the Washington Post, what? The job section?
He's good.
If he passes away, I don't even know who they would get to replace him. My man, like, he is perfect for that. Perfect. If you don't have a job by now, like he is perfect. I just love it. As soon as you hear him, I
None
love
of
it.
you have a job right now.
What's his name that did the Bell Atlantic commercials? Because I still remember that.
Oh,
You
you
know,
know, James Earl
James
Jones?
Earl
Yes,
Jones,
and then
yeah.
Yeah.
Bell Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, she took it back.
That's how much of an impact he had on my life.
Right.
I
She
love
didn't say
it.
Darth Vader or nothing like that. She said
Right.
Bella Atlantic.
Yes.
Some people
Wow.
sitting at home like,
What is that Atlantic?
Did that make me look old?
yes, really. I'm sorry, I have to give you that. That makes you look real. Some kids don't even know about regular, like actual house phones,
Right.
or actual beepers.
Or the
Oh, a
or the
beeper?
rotor phone.
Oh.
The rotor.
Yes.
Had to be complete.
But don't be angry because you're.
Right. I'm like, right. Snapping it around. Don't you snap that phone. You take your time and turn it around. And then if you don't do it all the way, you're like, damn it, I messed up.
Right.
All over again.
You know, I already got
Oh, you know,
five
the
numbers
moments
gotta
when
go
you-
back.
When you got the numbers and you totally forget and you just what is this number? And you go, phones don't do that no more. These kids don't know. I mean, they're missing so much.
It was a real struggle. Now you just slide across the name and the phone call is
Right.
made. We used to struggle.
Like you get lost and your phone is broke, you are
Done.
shot. You're
You're
done.
done.
You don't know nobody's number.
Done.
It's a 301.
Or don't leave your phone at home and you have it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
Life
I
is
left my
over.
phone in the bed. Oh my God! And you're already at work, halfway to work. Like, oh, I can't turn around. I'll be late.
Today.
I'm like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
you
I'm like,
said-
I'll be late today. I have to go back.
I know somebody.
And the same thing with the charger. You gotta go
Yeah.
back.
Oh
to the
my
charger.
God. I think phone companies are slick these
Yes,
days.
they are.
They are very slick. We're going to give y'all these high iPhone 7. iPhone
1
8,
hour talk
But
time.
it's only going to charge for an eye. Like for one eye. One eye.
One eye.
You're not going to get
You're,
the whole
oh, you're only going to
phone.
be able to make one phone
Yeah.
call. After that one,
not
don't
putting mine
do
in.
not
One
go,
text.
do not go over 5 seconds because you will be done.
Oh, and then you want to put apps on there too? Oh, that's your battery.
Done. Done.
Yeah.
No
Wow.
texting, please. Do not text me. Do not. If I'm at home or at my computer, do not text me. I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, so I have a question for you since we're talking about technology. And I know now, you know, the internet is like a powerful thing and there's so many different sources with like Facebook and I think you guys talked about this last week, Model Mayhem.
Yeah.
Do you guys actually still advertise? Do you do a lot of your advertising online? I know a lot of people did. A lot of people forgot. Shout outs to people still using Model Mayhem or Black Planet.
Oh.
No, because I know some people that still don't Black Planet.
Wow.
Black Planet.
It's
still
out?
Planet. Yes.
Child.
Yes, I think it's still out.
Wow.
But
Wow.
how do you guys feel about that as far as like, you know, with Facebook and I know that you're doing it on a professional level as far as like modeling is concerned. So some of your pictures like you have to post up there. How does that intertwine when it comes to actually like your professional life when it comes to working and things?
So, like I said, I work for Walmart. So, Instagram, I'm on Instagram pretty much every day for advertising.
At Walmart?
Yes, I do take women at work. Working Women Wednesday. Shout out to all the working women out there.
All of my friends are on there and they get jobs, but they have to be careful.
You
Because
do.
some people are a little bit, just like Craigslist, you have to be careful. But I have an agency, thank you, Jesus, they kind of weed out the bad stuff and
Okay.
just tell me what is good. But I do get a lot of freelance stuff through Facebook. Just the other day, my daughter and I were booked for a shoot because they've seen us work together on Facebook. I put a couple pictures there. And so they'll call me separately and say, hey, I saw that your daughter and yourself do modeling.
Yeah.
Would you like to? I love
Wow.
freelance when I can.
Right.
That's awesome. I love
That's
to
the
book
same
my
thing.
own.
I'm gonna give a shout out, sorry guys, to Ashley Artois with Wet Dreams Swimwear. I just got hired yesterday to be the face of that line. So
Congratulations.
kudos to her.
Awesome.
But that actually came about on Instagram.
Oh.
So yeah, she put out a model
Yeah.
call, said she was looking for some swimwear models. I'm like, I've been in the gym, not gonna tell me my body not right.
Right.
She ended up, contacting me after I DM'd her and shot yesterday.
Cool.
And,
There's
Is that the one that I saw you on? You posted you was out on the water. Or
yes,
something?
looking all gold.
Yeah, you had like wavy hair.
Yes, the curly hair. Yeah, I changed my hair with that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
you
big,
did.
the big curly hair.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, cool.
Yeah, that was
That's
that.
What's up. That's what's
So
up.
things come about.
Yeah.
Working with Jaya, actually earlier today, Jaya J-Star makeup
Oh yeah,
artist.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, she booked me today. She did my face for a model teach. So
Mhm.
That's what's
yeah, I
up.
get
A lot of
working
good castings online. I
Mhm.
mean,
Okay.
if you look and you follow the right people,
Oh yeah.
you'll find.
So basically it's about doing your research. It's not just, you know, I got a cute face or I got a nice body or, you know, I think I can style well or something. You
Mhm.
have to actually
Yeah.
do the research. You
Right.
you have to actually be a model and not just, you know,
And
go to
introduce
something-
yourself
introduce-
to that
Thank you.
network.
Right.
Yes.
A lot of people don't do that. Like, you know, a designer comes up and they say, hey, I want you to, you know, wear this. Introduce yourself. Hey, my name is blah, 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 blah. You know,
Right.
not saying that you have to try to overdo it, but
Right.
I'm like, you know, make yourself at least known. Yeah,
But you,
I mean, my
you kind
opinion.
of always have to be on the job. Like
Yep.
they, Terrence said, no, y'all are looking like models. You always have to look the part. You know,
I
when you
agree.
walk in the room, someone should look at you and be like, oh, she has to do something. You
Right.
know, always have my business cards with me. And with the social media, you have to be attentive to what you're on there for. Like, I know I'm on there for networking.
Mhm.
So I follow people
Right.
who, are makeup artists, they're hairstylists, they're photographers, they have magazines. they're doing something that, you know, is what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And the people that follow me are typically people that are interested in, you know, coming out or being supportive of what I'm doing, which is, you know, the modeling and, you know, getting into that kind of styling and those things. So you have to use it to your advantage.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. That's phenomenal. I think that's high.
Yeah.
Are those phenomenal women?
Yes.
Right. All right, guys, we're going to take a music break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show with the lovely, phenomenal ladies. All right, we're wrapping up Model Appreciation Month. This is the last Monday of the month of April. So when we come back next time, will be the month of May. And it'll be hopefully a little bit more warmer and hotter, show a little bit more skin. Hopefully, we've been working on the body. Anywho, more Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere.
No.
And we just been talking nothing but modeling and fashion and all that good stuff. And
Look at that.
a little bit of everything
Yes.
too. Yeah, a little bit of everything too. So it's been really, really good stuff. Ladies, before we close out, what is it? I'm gonna go with you, Monica, first. What is it that you haven't done that you would love to do? And as far as this industry we call fashion and modeling, what would you love to do?
Fashion. My bucket list was to walk the runway for a couture designer.
Okay.
And I did that with a local designer by the name of Kaz.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would love to do New York Fashion Week, but I don't know if I can pull it off because of my height.
Right.
So on the other end, as far as the commercial modeling, I would love to do, we just talked about it, a Crest ad. or some national campaign where I am kind of the spokesperson. That's my dream.
Okay. How about you, Desiree?
More logically, I would like to do beauty ads. Like I would love to be the face of Sephora or, you know, MAC, something like that. But just, I guess on a broader side, with me being so short, I would love to just bring to the industry like a windstorm and just be doing all the fashion stuff.
Okay.
Like
Cool.
to book a Dolce & Gabbana and just be doing that and be the brand ambassador for something like that would be amazing for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monica, quick question for you. For a person that's basically either just starting or actually in the business that, you know, is around pretty much the same age bracket as you, what kind of advice could you give them just being in this industry? Because, you know, I think off air we was actually looking at, you know, some of your work, and you've done a lot. You've definitely done a lot just within the industry just thus far.
Yeah.
And that's
You
more,
said 3 years?
yeah, and that's what I was like, that's amazing, because it's some people that
They've been doing it for triple that.
You gotta get yourself out there. You have to network. You have to get in front of people who can provide good photos for you.
Okay.
Whether it be trade for photos, TFP work, or just volunteer yourself to help test shoot. Get some good pictures in your portfolio in the beginning.
Right.
So when you go to an agency or go for representation, you have good quality pictures. Some people don't have that. You can have a headshot, but a good quality headshot.
Right.
Make sure you have that. Make sure you have a full body shot. Make sure you have a lifestyle, something outside where you're just laughing with, you know, or playing with the kids or something. Make sure you have a variety when you step in. Don't be brand new when you're trying to get work. You know, have some work to show them. So
Gotcha.
portfolio building is key.
Gotcha.
And Desiree, with same question for you. What kind of advice would you give somebody that's actually in the game currently, and like you said, they're trying to get that break, but you know, it's like they're doing this, doing that, doing this, and trying to be everywhere. Like, what kind of advice would you give?
I would definitely say focus your energy. Make sure you learn yourself. So know your face, know your angles, you know your body, know what you can do and what you're best at, and actually target that. Because that's how you're gonna make it. If you're all over the place and you're doing everything under the sun and you're not focusing your energy on one thing, then it's gonna be hard for someone to, you know, kind of see you in a specific light. So whatever you're really trying to do, and whatever you're best at and that you're gonna be able to market yourself better at, then definitely shoot for that.
That's what's up. Yeah. Good. How can people reach out to you if they want to book you, Desiree?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at DesiDoll13. That's DESIDOLL13. I'm on Facebook at just DesiDoll, and you can book me via my Gmail. It's my first name, Desiree, DESAIRE. The number's 87@gmail.com.
Okay. And Monica?
And I am at Mrs. Haynes Life
Okay.
So MRS Haynes, HAYNES LIFE, Mrs. Haynes Life on Instagram. And then my website is www.monicahaynes.com.
Cool, good stuff, good stuff. I want to say I appreciate you ladies being here and just talking about the industry and how it has been of help for you and assistance for you to keep building and doing what it is that you're doing. I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Like Desiree, I've known you for quite some time, and Monica, I met you maybe a couple of years ago. Yeah, and just seeing you, seeing your growth as well. Like I would have never thought the age you are.
Yeah.
When you said it, I was like,
that's shocking.
Am I the oldest one in here?
yeah,
Yes.
you are. Yeah, because I'm the one that's close to age to you. Like you had me by a year or two.
Okay.
Yeah, about a year.
All right.
Yeah. But I think whatever you do it. Keep doing it because
I will.
to have two little ones
Thank
and oh my gosh, I would have
Yes.
never guessed.
I want to be like
I
her when I
appreciate
grow up.
Right, I would have never guessed.
And you're very calm. You're very calm.
You are.
Ooh, you're very relaxed. So I can definitely see. That's why I say I can so see like some of the things that you're striving for. I can see it. I can definitely see it. Just because you have that attitude where okay, well this doesn't work for me now.
Then
Right.
I go and do
I'm
this.
gonna go
Right.
and do this.
Like that's just one door.
Yeah.
You see my
Exactly.
shirt.
Mad crazy dreams.
Yes,
Right.
I'm a dreamer, so
I know that's right.
I
Amen.
have some things to do, so you'll
That's
see me.
good. That's good. I like that. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. I thank you ladies for
Yes,
being
thank
here. I
you.
think it
Thank
was
you for
really,
having
really
us.
You're wonderful.
This was
Blast.
I'm
fun.
glad
It
you
was
ladies
very
had fun. I'm glad.
We've been here since,
Since
wow,
about-
it's been 3 hours.
Yes.
I know
Time
time
goes
goes
by.
by.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness.
Time goes by.
We have a blast.
Yes, we do. We have fun. We really, really do. I try to make it fun and entertaining.
Oh, it was.
Yes, you did a great job.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
Yes, you
I'm like, I have to talk.
Right. But you,
For 3 hours.
right, you jumped right in and did it. So that's
You'd
good.
be amazed. You'd be
Right,
amazed.
right. We can have conversations and then just before we look up, we was like, oh, it's time to go.
Right.
Sean, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you yet again.
Yes, it's been a pleasure having
You know,
you,
I always
lady.
have a blast whenever I come
Yeah, I'm glad that you back with me and
Mm-hmm.
we had this wonderful time together.
And you see, Richard Scott wasn't here. Since he was going to so-called
right,
take
right.
over
He
the
was taking
show.
over the show. Yeah, he tried to put me
Exactly.
out last week.
He tried to show his
Take over.
mannerisms. Exactly.
I can't with you. Oh, I said. Once he come back, he'll be mad.
I know.
But yeah, thank you so much for being here and sharing another Chronicle with me. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I want to thank all my listeners that listen to WPBRadio.com, the Style Chronicles, that have been listening this whole month for Model Appreciation Month, because that's what we dub April Model Appreciation Month on the Style Chronicles. So
Shout out to all the new listeners, because I know there's a lot of new people.
yeah,
you know.
that's shout out to the new listeners. I hope you had fun and enjoy. Keep listening because we have a good time. If you loved it today, then you'll love it every Monday because we like to have a ball. So next week we'll have a new Chronicle, and my guest co-host for next week is Marco Monroe. Marco is actually one of my castmates from the reality show that I'm in.
Oh.
So
This should be interesting.
right, should be very interesting.
Wow, us boys want to be sitting at home.
Right, yeah,
Oh.
muy arrestante. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting on next Monday. So it's
Different
gonna,
language. I
right.
like.
So it's gonna be different to first of all, none of the four of y'all gonna
Yeah,
be
I
here.
know, that's crazy.
And then one of my castmates from my reality show is gonna be on. So it's gonna be good to see our chemistry because, with us be having a reality show and then him,
He
being
better
on
bring
it.
it.
So
These seats
yeah, so
is
my-
hard to fill.
yeah,
I
so-
would definitely say that. And week by week, this is getting complicated. Like,
Yeah.
people come in here bringing their best. They looking
they
their
do.
best,
Right.
bringing their best,
Yes.
texting their best.
And it's crazy because out of all of you guys, everybody keeps saying, oh, I love your chemistry with this. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I was like, really? Okay. Then I turn around and say, oh, I love your chemistry with this. I was like, okay, which way? Which one? Like,
We about to.
like everybody picks one of y'all to
Yeah.
say I have good chemistry with. And I'm like, okay, but
See, the test is going to be when we all in.
yeah, that's going to be the
Just
test.
bring it.
Yeah, that's going to be the
Bring
test.
it.
And everybody says, yeah, sure. Absolutely. I always tell my guests, once they've been on the show, the doors of the Style Chronicles are always open. You don't have to be a guest to actually just come through if you're in the area. If you're
Okay.
in the area, just text me, say, hey, I'm outside. I'm like, all right, come on.
Just saying I don't work too far.
No, so I don't,
We love
yeah,
studio
yeah, I
areas.
don't have a problem with that at all. I don't. The doors of the Style Chronicles are always open to all of my guests.
We can take
They
some of
know
the
that.
pictures down, just have them like pose.
Oh, bring them out and have them pose.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
get
real
it.
model
Right,
appreciation.
right.
Can you 3 hours.
Have pose in the window.
Yes, pose in the window.
Right?
I like that. Yes, pose in the window.
Sound like a photo shoot to me.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
No cameras. No
That's
cameras.
it, right?
You just blinking the lights off.
I can't with you. I swear, do you have your Chronicle message?
Yes, I do. You are going to love this one.
Okay.
Okay. This is by a no-name person, but
Okay.
it says, beauty is a gift from God, but a powerful woman standing tall and strong in a pair of sexy heels is a token from the gods.
Oh! Yes!
I knew it!
Yes for the gods!
Yes, I love it.
Yes for the gods! Oh, I like
First
that.
part I found, and then the second part I wrote.
I know that. You better do it. You better put it
You want it
together.
one more time? You want it one
Yeah,
more
I
time?
want to one more
Okay.
time. But you know, sometimes I do that myself. I find something and I
I
add my
know,
own.
and I found the first one. I was like, ooh, I just wasn't
I
finding
like
nothing
it.
that just
I know,
hit me.
I know, I
And I
know.
knew I was gonna be talking to two phenomenal models. See, exactly.
Mhm.
But its beauty is a gift from God. But a powerful woman standing tall and strong in a pair of sexy heels is a token from the gods.
Yes.
Right? You gotta say it like that. From the
gods.
gods.
From the gods. I love it. I love it. Sean, how can people find you? How can they?
You can actually find me on Facebook, Sean Mack, or you can look at Sean Smack Mac. Doesn't matter how you actually find me on there. Or you can go to Will C Productions, the production company I work for, along with your good friend Will. You can find me on there as well. Or listen here to the Styyle Chronicles. You
Right.
never know when I'll pop up. but
Exactly.
Smack's back.
Yes, you are. All right, guys, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Instagram, only the number 1, Mr. Styles, MR Styles with 2 I's. Twitter, Terrence Styles, TERONCE, Styles with 2 I's. Facebook, same thing, Terrence Styles. You can join the group, the Styyle Chronicles radio show group. You could just be a member of that. Also check out our website, the Styles with an S, Chronicles with an S.wordpress.com. Also, the show is on Twitter, Style Chronicle without the S on Twitter as well. All right, so my Chronicles message. You don't know a woman's life until you walk in their heels.
I like that.
You don't know a woman's life until you walk in their heels.